all right. Here we go, y'all. We're about to crank it up again. We are in the building. I'm your gracious host, Dr. Juice. And today we are coming at you with a real good one. And I want to say happy 250th anniversary to the USA. Salute, salute, salute. And today we're going to about a little bit about Godfrey with his janky ass commentary. And we're going to talk about the recent commentary about Yung Miami and her new chaotic song, Spin That. Y'all, we're going to talk about that thing, y'all. So, y'all, we're going to say salute our panel again today. We got Brother Shaq and we got Sister Cher in the building coming all the way from the Big Tex area. Houston and Dallas holding it down. Y'all want to say something real quick to the family? Go ahead. Sister Cher.
Happy 250th.
Let us know. Correct. And we just say 250, y'all, to kind of keep all the red tape clean. And we don't want to go through the whole spiel. We know it's been more than 250, but we trying to tell you Negroes, hey, we should be representing for America, and y'all get mad at us because we won't let the Democrats speak for us. We're trying to speak for ourselves because if you let the Democrats tell it, it's everybody's anniversary. It's the damn foreigners' anniversary. It's the damn Haitians' anniversary. It's the Latinos' anniversary. It's the goddamn Europeans' anniversary. Who damn anniversary is it, man? Come on, man. So we gonna this thing. We gonna let y'all know what it is. All right, here we go. All right. Spin that. Spin that. Spin that. Spin that. That's the topic of y'all. We're gonna have a conversation about this song, y'all. And I know y'all heard about all the rhetoric came out with India.Arie came out and said something about Yung Miami. And then we got Trick Daddy came out and he pushed back on India.Arie and you know, it's crazy, man. It's a lot of crazy going on. But hey, Sister Cher, what is your whole take on this whole thing about this in back on Yung Miami? This song being the hottest song of the summer. They're saying, hey, boosting and scamming. And speaking of scamming, y'all know these damn immigrants over here scamming their asses off. What do y'all think about that, Sister Cher?
They've been scamming. What you think?
We got Brother Shaq still in the building?
I don't know.
Yeah, we still got Brother Shaq in the building. All right.
So look at all the American Legions out there, man. You know what I'm talking about? Celebrate yourself. You know what I mean? You made it this far.
Yes. Now, Brother Shaq, you are our hip hop analyst for Urban Matters BMG. Do you think that this song can really go down in history as a memorable, historical R&B hit, rap hit?
I mean,
and we need you to be honest.
We need you to be honest. That's very subjective what you ask me because it depends on who's trying to preserve it. You know what I mean? It depends on who's trying to preserve it. You know.
Right.
In my opinion, I can't say yeah or nay because it depends on who's trying to really preserve it. Is this just one of those in the moment situations? You know what I'm saying? That, hey, it's hot in the moment, or is it gonna have longevity? You know what I mean? Only thing time will tell. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, time will tell. But I think it's short lived. My opinion, I don't think it's gonna get. You know.
Right.
I mean, because think about it. Right. You asked that question, brother Dr. Juice, and they still making money on product image, it's like lyrics, songs, and Michael Jackson. They just had the movie come out, Michael Jackson, all this music and songs. This stuff is trending like a billion plus. So is it gonna have that type of impact? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Respect it.
Okay, let's get a lady's perspective on it. Sister, what's your whole take on the whole Yung Miami spin that song, or if that's what we can call it, song?
Yeah,
Spin
well,
that.
it's the same.
20s,
It's what
honey.
it's the same what they've done when they did that wet APUS whatever song, right? To keep us throwed off, make sure we're entertained, get off politics, get off watching your money, get off loving your country. It's 250 years, even though we, like Shaq said, we've been here longer than that. Get off celebrating that. So, and the music that's degenerative, look at the people who's doing it. These people are even foreign territories. They're not even from here, right? So it's the same industry who's pushed this gangster rap, this whole thought type music to destroy our culture. If you look at other cultures, why they don't have songs such as this one. Remember what happened when Miley Cyrus called herself getting out of line? They pulled her back real quick, didn't she? She even ended up getting married to the guy Chris Hemsworth, right? And then she just disappeared out the spotlight. She just
Sure
recently
did.
surfaced. So we have to provide those checks and balances because the older generations just didn't do it. Even remember Oprah? Remember Oprah came after Tupac and all them with the gangster rap music? Remember that? And they said it was another elder who was talking about the destruction of the music that caused the imprisonment and the criminality of our men and women. And even look at how the population of prisons skyrocketed after that 1994 crime bill that Bill Clinton, a Democrat, and other Democrats voted for it, that Joe Biden put in place, right? They coupled that. Remember what Ice Cube said? They coupled the destructive rap music with the prison system. Remember how the trajectory just went up with the crime bill, the rap
Right.
music, the criminality, and then the increase in incarceration, which that crime bill has never been amended, by the way. But you have these tethers of foreigners such as Doja Cat, Young Miami, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. Look at these people. Look at Cynthia Rebo, who was saying disrespectful and disparaging things about our culture. Look at Godfrey. So you see this disdain and dissentment that these people have for our culture of people. So remember, that's why they tell you, even other people that come from other lands that want to come here, they vet them. They make sure they bring over the coons and the ones they can control. Remember Mophead, the little Haitian.
You still with us, Sister? Or I think we got a freeze up on us. You with us, bruh, Shaq? So, okay, there you go. You back now, Sister. Okay, yeah, it froze up on us a little bit.
What happened? They keep popping up.
I don't know.
Something on here. Okay, what I leave off at, Brother Juice?
You was talking about Godfrey.
Yeah. You have these tethers like Godfrey, Cynthia Rebo, Doja Cat, Young Miami, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, all these foreign tethers
Now for the family
who push
that's
this destructive
behind,
music on our culture.
you gotta fill the family in and kind of give the family a format of what a tether is. Can you explain the definition of what a tether is?
Well, of course, a tether is somebody who look like us and try to act like us and be us, but they're not of us. They're other culture descent, whether they come from Africa. Hell, I even say other people who Chinese, Hispanics, the Latin, because they try to act like us and be like us too. Correct? So it's
Right.
almost like cosplaying. If you ever seen the movie called, if you ever saw Get Out, after Get Out came out, a movie called Us came out.
Yes, US, right.
Y'all need to watch that movie. That's a prime example of these people.
Good movie. Great movie.
Good movie. And maybe they can shed a little bit more content.
You know what? Y'all need to go watch that today because Us being at the US, Us 250th anniversary. Y'all should just go watch that movie called Us. That is a great movie. Now I gotta kind of add a little bit more context to what you just said. Now it's not all tethers are not all foreigners and not all immigrants. They're just the tethers and the foreigners and the immigrants that try to undermine us as U.S. citizens. They want to come and be disrespectful. They come over here. They try to team up with other groups. They kind of team up with the dominant society and work against us as Black Americans. They be the ones over here telling you, I'm not Black, I'm Haitian. I'm not Black, I'm African. I'm not Black, I'm Nigerian. I'm not Black, I'm Somalian. Yeah, those are tethers. Those are what you consider to be tethers. When they can't come to America and they respect our American traditions, that's a tether.
Right. I sent you a clip of the video when you come on hip hop and we come out, this is Throwback Saturday. I sent the video to your Instagram DM. Check it out. It's playing a little bit of hip hop. Context of what we're talking about the destruction and the destruction of American, for lack of better words. If I'm gonna use Black, I'm gonna put it behind American. I'm gonna say American Black culture, not Black American culture. That's where
American Black. Exactly. I love that term right. I love how you terminology American that. I love Black, American Black. Yeah. Yeah.
Why you pulling it up? Do you want me to? Okay, you got something.
I pulled up something real quick.
250-year speech.
Okay,
go ahead.
We're gonna play that next. But this is that movie that Sister Cher was telling y'all about, Us, that y'all should go check out. I'm gonna play the trailer real quick for y'all, and y'all tell me what y'all think about it. See there? How they playing the music. Now this dude right here, he's an African. This the guy that played in Black Panther. Y'all remember? He was the guy that was from the other tribe. And then her, she is also, that's Lupita, right? I think she may be
Mexican. She's Mexican, I think, African American.
She's Mexican and African or something. Yeah, she got a bunch of shit in her. Oh my goodness. She got all over the place with that.
Yep, that's a prime example right there.
Here we go. We're going to let it play.
It's about drugs. It's not about drugs. It's a dope song. Don't do drugs. Get in rhythm. There you go.
It's low.
Oh, is it low?
It's low, man.
Okay, let me see if I can turn it up a little bit, y'all.
Kidding, right?
He's not kidding.
Hey, I think it's vodka o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Jason?
Jason? Jason! Where were you?
I didn't know if you were lost. Stick with me, and I'll keep you safe.
There's a family in our driveway.
It's probably the neighbors. But y'all scared of a family? Hi, can I help you?
Zora, put your shoes on.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
See how they trying to act like this right there?
You people.
It's us.
They look exactly like us. They think like us. They know where we are. We need to move and keep moving. They won't stop until they kill us. Or we kill them.
They won't stop until they kill us or we kill them. Y'all heard that? That was a very, very intricate part of the movie.
Be careful.
Excellent fucking movie. Excellent fucking movie. And y'all heard that part where they say they look just like us, they act like us. That's what we're telling you about the tethers. They look like us, they act like us, they try to portray us, they cosplay us, but the whole time they are trying to disrespect us and undermine us. That's a tether. And they happen to be foreign or immigrant. A black American black can't be a tether. It's impossible. Everybody want to be you, American blacks. Remember that. I love that term, Shaq. We got to stand on that. We got to stand on business. Yeah. Go ahead, Sister Chef. You say you got the 250th announcement you want to make?
No, I was just gonna play part of it. Pay for a little minute, okay, and then in between, we can play other clips. Let me see if I can share it. Hold on.
Okay, no problem.
Share.
And then we're gonna get to talking about this whole NDIRE thing. We're gonna finish that up, and we're gonna follow up with this tether right here. What is his name? I'm trying to block this Negro out.
Don't forget to play the clip about the hip hop, because we talking about the hip hop and the music.
Oh yeah,
it's right on point when you're
Instagram, right, Zach? Exactly.
Instagram, yeah.
Okay. Sometimes they be trying to.
Is it on?
Sister Chef. Yeah, there we go. All right.
You got it.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay, let me just try to. It was 3 something.
In history, and it is great to be your president. It is great. For a quarter of a millennium, liberty, justice, equality, self-government, and unmatched prosperity have flourished here as they have never flourished anywhere before. There is nothing like what we are doing. The birth and survival of the American nation under God is quite simply the best and most incredible thing ever to happen on this planet by human hands ever. That is ever, ever, ever. No other country has done more good for this world than the United States of America. And we give thanks for these extraordinary blessings. We remember that what we have created in this country is not the natural way of the world. It is not the norm. It is the exception. It is rare. It is priceless, and it is truly miraculous. Throughout the entire story of humanity, most people in most places have lived a life plagued by suffering, poverty, exploitation, violence, and misery. But here in America, in this land, on this continent, we have written a very different story. It's a tale of adventure, liberation, and unmatched greatness. It's the story of people governing themselves, the many uniting as one, the men and women rising by their own skill and talent to go further and reach higher than anyone has ever gone before. There has never been anything like this.
Now tell me that ain't that's our country.
Yes, ma'am.
So always remember that. No matter how much they tell you to hate it, racism around the whole world.
Exactly.
It's there. It's not going anywhere. But if everybody try to come to this country, die getting over here, paying cartels, swimming with sharks, or what? It's something about this country that our ancestors built. By the way, blood, sweat, and tears fought in wars, and we're still giving our blood, labor, sweat, and tears. Remember, if it wasn't for us, it wouldn't be no America.
Absolutely.
I'll play the other clips later.
Salute to that, Sister Chef. Salute, salute.
250 years, even though we know it's more, but let's just show some respect.
Right.
Remember, karma, you watch what you put out there because you will get it back.
Yeah, we're gonna start, we're gonna start counting it right there. 250. Salute to America for sure. All right, we're gonna play Brother Sykes clip. Let's see what we got here.
The secret meeting that changed rap music and destroyed a generation.
Damn.
So it says, hello. After more than 20 years, I finally decided to tell the world what I witnessed in 1991, which I believe was one of the biggest turning points in popular music and ultimately American society. I have struggled for a long time weighing the pros and cons of making my story public, as I was reluctant to implicate the individuals who were present that day. So I've simply decided to leave out the names and all the details that may risk my personal well-being and that of those who were, like me, dragged into something they weren't ready for.
Damn.
Hold on, let me
So we gonna tell a story.
We gonna tell the story. We ain't scared.
You know what I'm saying? What they gonna do?
They after us, not just playing.
Look, black man.
So look. So he says, between the late 80s and early 90s, I was what you may call a decision maker with one of the more established companies in the music industry. I came to Europe in the early 80s and quickly established myself in the business. The industry was different back then, since technology and media weren't accessible to people like they are today. The industry had more control over the public and had the means to influence them any way it wanted.
Right.
This may explain why in early 1991, I was invited to attend a closed-door meeting with a small group of business insiders to discuss rap music's new direction. Rap music's new direction.
Yeah.
Little did I know we would be asked to participate in one of the most unethical and destructive business practices ever seen.
Crazy.
So this was the meeting. The meeting was held at a private residence on the outskirts of Los Angeles. I remember about 25 to 30 people were being there.
Right.
Most of them familiar faces. Speaking of those I knew, we joked about the theme of the meeting, as many of us did not care for rap and failed to see the purpose of being invited to a private meeting to discuss the future of hip-hop.
Talk to him.
Among the attendees was a small group of unfamiliar faces who stayed to themselves and made no attempt to socialize beyond their circle. Based on their behavior and formal appearances, they didn't seem to be from our industry. Our casual chatter was interrupted when we were asked to sign the confidentiality agreement, preventing us from publicly discussing the information presented during the meeting. Needless to say, this intrigued, in some cases, disturbed many of us. The agreement was only a page long, but very clear on matters and consequences, which stated that violating the terms would result in job termination immediately. We asked several people what this meeting was about and the reason for such secrecy, but could not find anyone who had the answers for us. A few people refused to sign and walked out. Nobody stopped them. I was tempted to follow, but curiosity got the best of me.
That's right.
A man who was part of the unfamiliar group collected all the agreements from us. So now, it's going to get to the good part because the meeting about to start.
Talk to him, G.
It says, quickly after the meeting began, hold on one second.
Get your popcorn, y'all.
Popcorn, get your pistol. No, for
real though.
Quickly after this meeting began, one of the industry colleagues, who shall remain nameless like everybody else, thanked us for attending. He then gave the floor to a man who only introduced himself by first name and gave no other details about his personal background. I think he was the owner of the residence, but that was never confirmed. He briefly praised all of us for the success we had achieved in our industries and congratulated us for being selected as part of this small group of decision makers. At this point, I began to feel slightly uncomfortable and the strangeness of this gathering. The subject quickly changed as the speaker went on to tell us that the respective companies we represented had invested in a very profitable industry, which could become even more rewarding with our active involvement.
Damn.
He explained that the companies we worked for had invested millions into the building of privately owned prisons, and that our positions of influence in the music industry would actually impact the profitability of these investments. Then he says, I remember many of us in the group immediately looking at each other in awe and confusion. At the same time, I didn't know what a private prison was, but I wasn't the only one. Sure enough, someone asked what these prisons were and what any of this had to do with music. We were told that these prisons were built by privately owned companies who received funding from the government based on the number of inmates. The more inmates, the more the government would pay these prisons. It was also made clear to us that since these prisons are privately owned, as they become publicly traded, we'd be able to buy shares. Most of us were taken back by this. Again, a couple of people asked what this had to do with us. At this point, my industry colleague who had first opened the meeting took the floor again and answered our questions. He told us that since our employees had become silent investors in this prison business, it was now in their interest to make sure that these prisons remain filled. Our job would be to help make this happen by making music which promote criminal behavior, rap being the music of choice. He assured us that this would be a great situation for us because rap music was becoming an increasingly profitable market for our companies, and as employees, we'd also be able to buy stocks in these prisons. Immediately, silence came over the room. You could have heard a pin drop. I remember looking around to make sure I wasn't dreaming and saw half of the people with dropped jaws. My daze was interrupted when someone shouted, "Is this a fucking joke?" At this point, things became chaotic.
Right.
Two of the men who were part of the unfamiliar group grabbed the man who shouted and attempted to remove him from the house. A few of us, myself included, tried to intervene. One of them pulled out a gun, and we all backed off. They separated us from the crowd, and all four of us was escorted outside. My industry colleague, who opened up the meeting earlier, hurried out to meet us and reminded us that we had signed an agreement and would suffer the consequences of speaking out about this publicly, or even those who attended the meeting.
Damn.
I asked him, why was he involved with something so corrupt? And he replied, it's bigger than the music business and nothing we can do. No, it's bigger than the music business and nothing we want to challenge without risking consequences. We all protested as we walked back into the house. I remember word for word the last thing he said. It's out of my hands now. Just remember you signed an agreement. He then closed the door behind him. The men rushed us to our car and actually waited until we drove off the property.
Damn.
So this meeting, bro.
Now that's a lot for a meeting right there.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this person later on, he said, this person actually ended up leaving the music industry after this happened. A few years after this, he ended up leaving the music industry.
Okay.
And he said he just over the years he just felt guilty because he said as he sat back and he watched these plans come to a reality
over 2 decades,
he sat back and was like, wow, they really pulled it off.
Yeah.
They really pulled this off. He was like, they were told not to sign any more political rappers, any more rappers that had messes in their music.
No positivity.
It was all to be gangster rap music that they promoted and put out.
So if you wonder where Brand Nubians went, where Pro Righteous Teachers went, where Public Enemy went, where KRS-One went, and all sorts of groups like that was talking, even Queen Latifah and Moni Love and
wow. Beautiful. Shike, that was some great insight, man. God damn. Now you understand why we got the type of music we got. You want to add some commentary to that, Shaq? Comment on what we just heard. Can you hear me, bro, Shaq? Hold on. Can y'all hear me?
I hear you. I don't know if he there.
Bro, Shaq, you there? Bro, Shaq? Go ahead, Sister Chef. But yeah. Y'all holding me on having
Oh
some
yeah,
mic.
well it's another clip too where Ice Cube said the same thing.
Right.
Remember he was on, was it Bill Marshall? We could try to
Right.
pull that one up too. So it's good that Shaq shared that video to give the context behind this
Correct.
destruction that happened in our community.
Correct.
Remember, I think me and Shaq was talking about that before, like how Tupac was rapping different, and then it switched to that, gangster rap later
Correct.
on.
Correct.
So
Correct.
before we get in our feelings and emotion about things, we have to look at the history and where is this coming from, and what group of people, them small Smurfhead people, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Who have
ma'am.
allowed that to be put on our culture, and who, like I stated earlier, along with see how they do it? They 1994 crime bill, right? Right?
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
you got, remember the war on drugs, the drug thing.
Yes, ma'am.
1994 crime bill. Then here come the gangster rap destructive music, right? Now we're dealing with the whole thought culture music. And you constantly see how the prison numbers are steady rising. That, which what, 95% of us, what, maybe make up the prison system, over 90%, I'm sure, right?
Correct.
So to me, that's an atrocity as a whole.
Correct.
To a group of people, and we've been attacked over and over and over again. Yeah, it's a celebration of 250 years in America, but we already know our ancestors been here, but we still have to give homage to that. We're in the greatest country in the world, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So we still have to show, but we still have to point out the wrongs and hold those accountable and call those out that have caused this wrong.
Correct.
And since probably,
Now we
think
understand
about it,
why. Not right.
Since he
Go ahead,
stated what
sister.
he
Sorry.
stated, look what did you catch what he said at the end when they start pulling out the guns? Because they say, hey, we're not going to do that to our people. That's when they start bringing the tethers in. Think about that, the Busta Rhymes. They start bringing the tethers in. What we dealing with now is these foreign illegal tethers, the Nicki Minaj, the Cardi B, the Doja Cats, bringing them in and causing this
Busta
disruptive
Rhymes.
music. Busta Rhymes, right?
Right.
All these foreigners coming in and pushing this. What was the one that was, you had them over there rapping about death? Next thing you know, young people just dropping dead and dying. We still dealing with that to this day. Like, they got the young people like they have no care in the world for life.
Well, I thought that was very, very the video that brother Shaq presented us. I thought that was very like influential and eye-opening on the part that they said about how we need the music to influence just criminality, and that's going to help us fill these prison systems, which is an investment for our investors, and you being an employee of the investors. Hey, you should have a stake in this, and we want you to be a promoter of this janky ass music. We need the jankier the music, the more money we can make filling the prisons. And how he correlated all of that. Did you see that? Did you hear that part of the video?
Yeah.
That, man, listen. That's why we got music like this here is a hit for the summer. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Spin that. Spin that. Spin that. Spin that. We hear you, bro. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we got you in the building, bro. Shaq, you want to give us some commentary on that? A little bit more context on the video that you just shared with us?
Yeah, man, they're just showing you the destruction, man, how it was. This is in the 90s, bro. So this ain't no 17, that went in the 1700s, that's in the 1990s, bro. Right? Like they said, because remember the generation before, let's say our parents, they didn't even approve that. What is the hippity hop stuff? They didn't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? Because hip hop is just a formality. It's got all the elements that we were already doing. You got jazz in it. Well, actually, they took from jazz. They took from all the other genres, brother, Juice and Sister Dolphin. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They took. And remember, that was a big thing. Piracy, right? Stealing somebody else's creative art, and you trying to, use it for yours. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of that going on in the 90s and stuff too. They had was getting a lot of lawsuits and stuff. People was getting sued and stuff. You know what I mean? Because it was a form of piracy. They weren't paying homage to the actual artists that came before them, the jazz artists, the Motown, the soul, the funk. They were taking a lot of their stuff, and breakbeat. You know what I mean? And then, rapping a rhyme over it. Sampling.
Mm-hmm.
That one of the biggest things that was sampling. Drake just on his new album just sampled Denise Williams or somebody like that. Denise Wilson or somebody song on his stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But they keep talking about, and this going back to American black culture is the foundation of culture. I'm gonna say the foundation of world culture because, like you say, Dawson, everybody want to come to America. They even made a movie about coming to America. How about that? And a movie about trading places. How about that?
Remember that? Wow.
How about that? Put it in your face.
Wow.
Put it in your face.
Put it in our faces.
Damn.
You damn sure did that just then, bro, Shaq. Put it in our damn face. Let's listen to this whole thing about this NDI thing.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get a look on this before we bring Sister Shell back in. Can y'all hear that?
Not yet. There you go. Yeah.
I don't think we should boycott. What being wrongly reported, I'm not going to tell what it is because I refuse to sing that song, but either you know what it is or you don't. If you don't, you can go find it. It's very easy. But I don't should boycott. What I want is to see people understand the power of words and music and to make choices that are healthy for them. That's what I want. Think it matters what I want for? No. I have finally learned that it doesn't matter. There's no amount of sacrificing my life force energy that is going to make anybody want anything better for themselves. All I can do is emanate what I emanate, stand for what I stand for, and that's it. That's all I want to do. And so my comment makes it very clear that I don't think we should. My comment is tantamount to everybody doesn't want the same thing. It's just a song. Well, if that's what you think, enjoy. But what I know is that music has power. I have used that power to help some people, and I have traveled around this world twice. And I see the impact of what we export, the Black American experience of the world. Longer story for another time. But I've seen it, so I know what it is. But you enjoy, if that's what you want to do.
Shout out to Yung Miami. Got the hottest record in the world, not just the country. The hottest record in the world. They singing this in China, in Russia, Ethiopia. Got shout out to Yung Miami, one of the baddest, finest little in the game right now. Bad body, old.
By the way, even though Trick is foundational American Black. He don't speak for me. I just want to give a disclaimer. Urban Matters BMGTV disclaimer. Trick, do not speak for me. We do not share the same ideology.
One, how you feel about this young girl and her son? All the names you want to based on, you want to simply try to target a young black female that's doing something positive that's in her bag right now. You talked about her bag when she put out certain singles. You talked about her over bag over the nigga she was dealing with. Everything y'all get on this internet and act like y'all life is all peaches and cream. But I know you old bad breath smell. I know you. I know you. I know you mad. I know you hoes is mad and you jealous. You look at that young fine girl on that stage rocking East clubs each and every night. She dropping her hardest out there. Young Miami, you not let these old raglan deter nothing old bitch. That's why I would not want you old bitch to gain to pass you by. You still stuck in the mother in the 60s. I don't want no old gray hairs on the. Let me explain something. Tell a minute.
Oh, no gray hairs on the. Trick do not speak for me. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Listen, I used to fuck with Trick heavy, man. Let's finish the video.
I got my LLC and my credit score 800. Stick it, and your LL ain't making no motherfucking 6-8 for everybody. If you don't like it, just turn off your radio, close and cancel your subscription. They do not want to be old and miserable like you for the rest of their life. They want to smoke a hookah, hit them a joint.
Listen to what he's saying. Just totally bad influence in our fucking culture. Hold on, brother Goodbye. We're going to get you in here.
Take them a shot of Don Julio Patron.
That nigga say Don Julio.
They want to put that shit on and get real dumb on behalf of young Miami.
That's horrible advice.
Kiss every in Miami.
Yo. It's Big Ant, the spokesman. Man, we back. Another edition of Urban Politicians.
Daddy. And by the way, let's just go ahead and put this out as a disclaimer as well, y'all. Trick, that was horrible fucking advice. And Young Miami, along with a lot of them other city girls, and I'm from Florida, so I can speak to this. They not American. They are foreigners. Young Miami has Caribbean background, as well as Doja Cat. She is also a foreigner. So this is what we have to. We can't go out here and throw our life on the line and throw our reputation on the line and throw our culture on the line for some people who every chance they get, they shitting on us as Black Americans. I've heard Doja Cat say some janky ass shit several times about Black Americans. So y'all, just because they look like us, don't mean that they rock with us. Know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. Goodbye.
This crazy thought that just popped up in my head concerning this new Young Miami song. And you know how you in the grocery store and there's somebody come over the loudspeaker and they say security activate cameras.
Right.
So this song is so popular. What if they start playing the Young Miami song over the loudspeaker to let them know that, hey, we watching you, to put them in the comfort zone to make them think it's okay to boost.
Saying that we should do that? That's what you're saying?
To see who would act up.
Isn't that what they're doing with this? Isn't that what they're doing with blowing it out of proportion now?
Right.
No, this just a wild thought that popped up in my head because the song is so popular, it's trending. That I'm saying maybe they will get out of context and start doing that and put the boosters in comfort zone, but at the same time knock them off. It would bring them out to the front row of who's who and what's what when we in our grocery stores and we shopping and handling our business, paying our bills and stuff.
Wow.
Now, so let me add this to it. Do y'all think this is art imitating life, or life is imitating art? So
I think it's a setup, man, and it's an influence to corruption.
I think it's very fucking influential. You know, I really do think it's very influential. And if you think I'm fucking lying, how influential it is, and I'm talking about it's going to be very influential this summer. Ask me why I say that. Watch this here.
Get your camera out. Let's go live. You're the egregious theft that's been hitting at my stores. The boosters take my clothes because they're low-class urban bitches.
Chrissy Smith knows we exist.
I call it triple F. Fashion, forward, philanthropy. I know how to spell philanthropy. Branding, though.
For that, you're a raw ass, make it happen, hustler.
Give it to me. It's mine anyway.
In fashion, humanity is our canvas. But the velvet can't reducing our margins. I can buck and weave.
Christy Smith stole my designs.
If she stole your design, we gotta get it back for that.
I have a plan. Together, we empty out every single Metro designer in the Bay.
You gotta take what's ours. We should coordinate. They're taking everything.
Even that yellow in it.
Yo. Okay.
It's time to get loose.
You
I'll
boosters
be
just
damn. Keepston and scamming.
Wow.
Come on.
But you go Rose.
See, did y'all see that? Did that come through when I played it? They done created a fucking movie, Keke Palmer. By the way, another tether. She is not American.
I figured
She has
that.
Caribbean background.
That was gonna be my next question.
Hold
Have
on,
we looked
I
up
thought
her
you from
back?
Chicago.
Brother Juice, play
Listen.
these, pull these people
No,
backgrounds up. Even
Because
India Irene.
Listen, I'm just putting it out there, y'all. It's very suspect that a lot of these people, like Kendrick Lamar say, are not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Y'all weren't paying attention to what Kendrick Lamar was saying on that song, was you? Huh? Y'all wasn't paying. Okay, let's see. India Irene, she creating all this smoke, but let's read some of her DNA analysis. And I ain't saying the sister ain't American, but I ain't never heard her represent for America. I ain't never heard her say that she proud to be a American black. Let's see. Irie is African American, they say. Okay, I quote. And according to the DNA analysis, she descends from the Mende people of Sierra Leone. Now, how the hell are you African American? Well, you can be African, but I don't know about American. The crew of Liberia and the Fula of Guinea-Bissau, 6 and 7 tribes. After Arie's parents divorced, her mother moved the family in to Atlanta when India Arie was 11 years old. Okay? Did y'all hear that? She moved to Atlanta when she was 11. But they say that she's okay, she went to the Savannah College of Art and Design. She's a singer-songwriter. She was born in, I guess, 1997. Her father's name is Ralph Derrick Simpson. He's an American former basketball player. He played professionally in the American Basketball Association and National Basketball Association, NBA from in that 1970 to 1980. Now, just because your parents happen to be American does not, now on their father, they just say he's an American. They don't say he's African any kind of way. So a lot of these people, they have all types of mixing inside of their DNA. And then a lot of them want to conveniently be American when it's convenient. They'll claim that they're Black American when it's convenient. But they'll claim some other shit, or they may have some other dual type allegiance to some other fucking region of the world. And so this is what we're doing now. We're delineating and we're calling out a lot of this bullshit. Because this bullshit is very, very toxic to our culture as American Blacks. And we are indigenous to this land. And I don't know if y'all paying attention. A lot of people are trying to make us not like America. They're trying to make us have some type of disdain for being American or foundational to this country. But the whole time while they're trying to make us have the disdain, they're trying to come here, hijack our legacies. They'll come here and hijack all of our legends. They'll sing like Michael Jackson's. You got Bruno Mars and all these guys trying to come here, Justin Timberlake. They try to mimic some of our great pioneers of music. By the way, y'all, this is Black American Music Month. Y'all make sure y'all give a shout out, salute to that. This is Black American Music Month, so y'all make sure y'all give a salute out to that. Yes, July. Yes. And it's so much greatness going on right now in this month, y'all. You know, happy 250 year anniversary to America. I don't give a damn what you think. I will never turn my back on America. I don't care what Democrat, I don't care what politician like Al Sharpton is running this bullshit campaign right now where he's trying to make us think that America is against us. And that's just not the case. I'm going to tell you who against us, the fucking Democrat Party. I digress. Y'all take over before I go there. Y'all take over, Chef, before I go there.
You are adversary. If you vote for the Democrat Party, I want to play that video too when we move on from this Yung Miami, because I got 2 more videos to play about that. You are adversary to your country. And to play on context what you just said, like this socialism stuff that Mondani doing, I don't know if y'all followed up on this, him freezing rents that's already collapsing in New York. Okay, socialism is still communism. If you look at communism around the world, it never it never succeeds. Why you think America is so great? Whether you like the country or not, I keep telling people, shut up your mouth. I've traveled to 3rd world countries, love the weather, love the beaches, love the hotels. Y'all ain't got no running water. What? Y'all ain't got no grocery store? Excuse me? You don't have no shopping mall? I can't go nowhere to get my oil change on my vehicle? You don't have a neighborhood? Houses? You living in
shanty towns.
And see, that's what I say, the nerve of these people. It's another movie I would tell people to watch. Go watch that. We used to have to check the Indians and that I work with in the hospital, because we had to remind them of Slumdog Millionaire, where y'all like to piss and poop in your own beaches and your oceans, or on a little side stream of the little raggedy hut you stand in. Should we go there?
Go there.
Y'all go pick trash for meals just to eat. Y'all want to start talking about that class system y'all got over there? Africa, you want to talk about that tribal system you got over there?
Go there. Uh-oh. Share, you froze up on us. Okay, you back. You back now.
I'm back.
Yep.
Yeah. Go over back to your third world country. Why are you fleeing? I'm like brother Alpha, Black Alpha. Y'all the land of the flea.
The
We
land of the
fought.
fleers.
Right, fleers.
Correct.
But we the land of the fighters. And I don't care what you say, everybody's in office we have to respect in leadership. And one thing I listened to with President Trump's speech here, he said it was something about Americans are fighters. You heard that? Fighters. Even though we under attack right now with communism to tell you to hate your, and then a lot of the people that's telling you to hate your country, not even from here. They got a thing, oh, white men on stolen land. All y'all on our land. So y'all y'all thieves as well. I'm not gonna get in my feelings about it, but just these people have to show some respect. So don't get mad and cry and want us to put the cape on and help save you like Superman or Superwoman when you didn't go back and fix your country. Go back and make your country great again. Take what you learned from America and go back and make your country great again. How about that?
That's the thing too, Shay. They be coming here talking about, oh, we are doctors. You are lazy. Black Americans lazy. These Africans come over. Oh, we've been doctors and law. Well, why you can't be a doctor and lawyer in damn Haiti? Why you can't be a doctor and lawyer in Ghana? Why you have to come here? You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because y'all 98% of the population and y'all are being controlled and pimped out by 2% of the white dominant society. So you explain how you still under the rule of the French government, but it's 98% of y'all that's from that
and
land.
It's billions of them. It's billions of them. Billions. It's only millions of us. It's billions of them.
Y'all so smart, but y'all can't build nothing. You can't build no machine. You can't. Sister Cher said you ain't even got running fucking water.
Nope.
You don't have running utilities.
Nope.
They have to turn your power off at night for y'all so that y'all can conserve energy. Like, explain to me how are you so fucking brilliant, how you such a scientist and a doctor, but you cannot create plumbing for your community. See, we have balance. Don't get me wrong. We do have some janky, ratchet, dusty Negroes in our culture. We do have
Let us check that.
Yeah, but we gonna check that. And then we got balance. For every dusty we have, we got a damn Denzel. Or we got a damn Francis Cress Welsing. Or we got a Dr. Claude Anderson. See, y'all ain't got that many. Y'all just got one Usain Bolts or somebody like that that's representing for the whole damn country. That's doing some great shit. Somebody tell me right now, besides Nelson Mandela, who you know from Africa that's a great political leader out of any country or nation in Africa that's really around, that's known worldwide.
Don't forget to add that nugget, Brother Juice, that Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela.
I can say Umar Johnson. You heard this? You heard this?
King Jumpy. He got himself.
King Kong consciousness.
Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh. Exactly. That show you how positive and strong their country is. They got Umar Johnson can come there and represent for the whole damn. And a lot of people think Africa's a country. When you ask people,
yeah, it's not. It's a continent.
A lot of people don't know it's a continent. It's not a country. So I'm trying to figure out how can we be two continents by our identity, our ethnic identity. We call ourselves African and American. How the hell? Everybody else can say I'm Nigerian. Everybody else can say I'm Canadian. Everybody else can say I'm European. I'm
Sierra Leone, N-E-I-R-E.
I'm a French. I'm from France. You know what I'm saying? I'm German. We got to sit up here and talk about we two damn continents, Africa and America. That right there, right there, your antenna should have went up. Your antenna should have said, wait a minute, this shit don't sound right. African, man. Who playing with us like this? The Democrats. They playing in your face. And they continue to play in your face. Right now, look what's going on. They trying to prop this guy, what's his name, from Baltimore? Maryland governor, Wes Moore. He's not American. Another tether. He's immigrant. He's Jamaican background. Y'all ain't noticing a pattern here that a lot of these people they propping up as black, like a lot of these Obamas and Kamalas, why they can't be full American?
Somebody, Obama would have never got he not full American. They would have never elected him. Remember Jesse Jackson ran for president?
Correct.
And President Trump was his treasurer and campaign fundraiser. Go look that up, do your research. But he's so racist. We all racist.
Correct.
Really think about it. Let's just be fair and have some common sense here.
Mm-hmm. I only think Jesse made it out the primaries, did he? They didn't even let that Negro make it out the primaries. They were like,
and then remember, they started threatening Jesse Jackson. Farrakhan had to step in and provide him protection. Remember?
Sure did. Hey, Eddie Murphy got a running joke. I don't know if you ever seen Eddie Murphy Raw. I think it was Eddie Murphy Raw. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Hey man, I went to one of Jesse Jackson's campaign workouts. He was working out. So I say, damn, Jesse. He say, damn, Jesse, why you working out so much, man? You finna get ready to be president. He say, Jesse Jackson told Eddie Murphy, he said, yeah, Eddie, that's why I'm working out. He said, just in case I win this motherfucker, I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, be able to duck the crosshairs. He said, motherfucker be like, I thank y'all for making me president. I thank y'all for making me president. Hey, this and that, this and that, this and that. He say the motherfucker, the goddamn guy with the goddamn scope, he be like, I can't get him. He won't be still.
I love it.
Eddie say Jesse Jackson was getting in shape, boy. Jesse Jackson was working out. He's like, damn, Jesse, why you working out so hard, man? God damn, you want to get ready to be president. Jesse Jackson say, that's why I'm getting in shape, motherfucker. So that goddamn crosshair, motherfucker be like, I can't get him. He won't be still. He say that Markley won't get his ass. I say, damn, boy, Eddie Murphy, that's a fool right there, boy. Hey, that's another. Found that seat for every. We got to edit. Y'all ain't got no Eddie Murphys over there in Africa. Who y'all got? What they goddamn boy name? The one that be trying to always talk about nigga. What's his name? The little skinny black one. I can't think of his name. Michael Blackston. And speaking of goddamn Africans, let's get to this Negro right here. Oh, we got to get on him. We got to get on him, y'all. This Godfrey nigga.
We finished with her yet? Because I got 2 videos to play.
Well, go ahead. We'll play the video.
Young Miami, then I play part of Trump's
we ain't finished with Young Miami yet. We still got a lot on her too.
Before we move on, and then I play at the end Trump where he talking about communism, what we was just talking about.
Correct.
And then we can move to Godfrey. Let me.
So where you wanna let's go.
Well, I'm finna play. Yeah, I'm finna play this first one.
Let's get on it. Now
look at this here.
Yeah, Young Miami, y'all. She ain't like us. She not like us. She not like us. She not us, y'all. I know she got the bust down and all of that, but she is not like us. She not us. Y'all gotta stop putting on the cape trying to save these people, and y'all don't know their background. Y'all don't know their agendas. Y'all don't know their intentions. Just because they look like you don't mean that they you.
One of the most prolific.
We ready, sister?
You see it on there? You see
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can't hear it though.
Okay.
In January, Bellevue police say one of the best clues came from a TikTok video made to Yung Miami's viral song Spin Dat about boosting and scamming. Bellevue police say this video shows Janice Wiley holding 2 stolen Louis Vuitton purses. It was posted 5 days after detectives say her daughter, Janice Downs, and an unidentified suspect stole the bags worth more than $7,000 from Nordstrom in downtown Seattle.
Wow. I think it froze up on us. Still with us, Chef?
Downs and mom, 2 years.
All right, yeah, go ahead. It came on.
Organized retail crime spree. They were accused of stealing more than $500,000 worth of Lululemon clothing. Downs pleaded guilty to 6 counts of organized retail theft. She was sentenced to 33 months in prison with 501 days credit for time served and was released in January. Bellevue PD Captain Landon Barnwell says just 4 months later, Downs was back to her old ways.
You would think that, after what she experienced in 2024, that, hey, maybe, she would change what she's doing. But again, clearly she hasn't chosen to do that.
Court documents show Bellevue PD detective Jeff Christensen recognized Downs in a bulletin sent out by Tukwila police showing thieves stealing almost $4,000 worth of fragrances from Macy's. See the shower cap she's wearing? He had a similar photo of her from his case 2 years ago. Working with their regional law enforcement partners, he says he then identified Downs in similar thefts at the Macy's in Tacoma and the downtown Seattle Nordstrom.
People don't just commit crimes in one location, right? I mean, that, especially when it comes to, the retail theft related crimes, right? They bounce around to many of the retailers in this entire area.
In the Nordstrom theft, detectives say surveillance video shows Downs wearing a burqa as a disguise. Detectives say the surveillance video shows how Downs and her accomplice cooperated to steal the purses, distracting the clerk by asking to see other bags on the shelves behind him. When he turned his back, watch as the accomplice smoothly slips the handles of one of the purses over her arm. After he shows them a second bag, he puts it back on the shelf. When he went to the front sales counter, police say Downs walked over, made sure he wasn't.
See that? Let me see my other one, Brother Juice.
Unbelievable.
Yep. Let me see. Look at this one here, too. Let me see. Let me play this one.
Spin that shit. Spin that shit.
There's a whole other spin on getting that bag.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Let me finish.
Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit.
Did it play?
Nope. All right, there we go.
And y'all happy about it. Y'all even got your kids listening to it. You even doing TikTok video. Everybody that want to call out shit that is not good for our people, y'all want to call them sellouts. But y'all sitting here celebrating Yung Miami with this fucking song that came out, teaching our kids how to go in these stores and boost. And y'all happy about it. Y'all even got your kids listening to it. You even doing TikTok videos with your children. With this girl with a big platform like this, you mean to tell me she's not allowed to rap about something positive so the kids could look up to? But the only thing she could allow to do is make songs to send your little black ass kids to jail. But y'all not gonna call that heifer out. No, you're not gonna call her out. You're not gonna even boycott her. You're not gonna boycott her. Y'all the problem. Like I say, y'all are the problem. I'm sick and tired of this industry. Go get black immigrants, get on these stages, act like whores so our black kids could think that's their culture. Just like with the goddamn gangbanging shit. Most of them kids, most of them entertainers is from another country. That's not black American culture. So it's not black culture at all. Y'all are the problem. Y'all not gonna call her a bootlicker, right? She's getting paid to send your kids to jail, to teach your kids how to go to jail, but you're not gonna call her out and call her a sellout. Yeah, exactly. Y'all full of shit. Y'all full of shit. So get ready to bail them out or bury them, since you love the song so damn much.
Facts.
Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Hey. But yeah, you heard what she said? Black immigrants. The small hat J people that run the entertainment industry, run Hollywood, run music. They propping these damn black immigrants to make this degenerative ass music so they can keep filling the prisons, by the way, where they have investments in. And your ass is the main contributor. You the main freaking what's the word I could use? You are the main fucking consumer of this shit. The same way y'all. Oh man, like she said, the girl teaching her kids and her daughters how to scam and how to boost. Whatever happened to us teaching our kids about trade skills, how to build, how to construct things in America? I'm telling you, listen, Megan Thee Stallion and all of them, they've normalized being ratchet. They've normalized degenerative behavior. They've normalized criminal activity. They've normalized being a slut. They've normalized being a dusty Negro. They've normalizing this shit. And the Democrat Party pushing this shit. Can't blame it on the Republicans. Not that I give a fuck about the Republicans, but I want to deal with who pushing this shit on us. So I know I got some goofies out there in the sound of my voice. Oh, but you don't never say nothing about the Republicans because the Republicans don't give a shit about you. You're doing it to yourself. They've taught you self-hatred is normalized right now. You're normalizing self-hate. You're normalizing self-destruction. You remember that song, Shaq? You are a hip-hop buff. You remember that short song by MC Light and all of them, D Nice? You're headed for self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. They don't make hip-hop like that no more. Hip-hop is now degenerative. Brother Shaq just showed you that they got to make music so that it degenerates your mindset. It's dysfunctional. It creates dysfunctional family. It creates dysfunctional atmospheres, toxic dysfunction. That's what makes money for them. It's kind of like that saying, sex sells. Dysfunction sells nowadays. The sexy reds, this girl got a fingernail polish line and a lipstick polish line called Puss. Green Puss. She literally made a lipstick line about a line of lipstick, different types of lipstick that simulates venereal diseases. Who does that, man? Why you got me off on this tangent, Sister Shah?
Yeah,
I can go all day on this dysfunctional bullshit.
Well, because we have to call it out. Well, we have to call it out. We have to be the change. Nobody else should be. We shouldn't be known as black fatigue or whatever. And it has a lot to do with the parenting. You sit there and let your kids listen to the stuff like that, and engage in that type of behavior. To me, that what for the police to continue to arrest this lady, them kids should have been put in CPS custody or put somewhere with another family member that can raise them. Because to me, when you keep committing crimes like that, you're an unfit parent. Remember, a child is a product of their environment. I don't care what nobody's saying. I don't care if you hood, because these suburban kids, they more out of line than these hood kids. Because I don't know what this is about this suburban.
Thank you.
They want to be like hood kids. Now, y'all know y'all wasn't raised like that. Brother Juice, I grew up in the hood. Who want to fight going home, coming to home, fight, go to the store, coming back to the store, got to fight to get on the bus, fight to get off the bus, got to fight at school, got to fight leaving school. Who want to live in that? And y'all want to turn to that? We worked hard and got an education to get out of the damn hood. And y'all want to turn to that?
Why y'all won't go back and build up the hood? Y'all just as worse as these damn tellers that come over here calling us out, trying to act like we can't do. Y'all don't do. Somebody please tell me what.
By the block, by the hood, by the block.
Let me ask you a question, Giselle. What benefit do we have being in a coalition or being in a partnership with black immigrants that come here? What? How do they help us? How do they help our communities?
Well, they don't. They don't even live by you. So if they ain't living by you, contributing to the tax base of your community to make it better, right? They're not shopping at your businesses. They're not supporting. So that tells you right there what disdain and hate. I don't like to use the word hate, but I'll just say disdain that they have for you. They don't even, especially them Africans. Oh, we so African American, we look alike. Well, why they never around us? They go out here where I'm at. They go way in Chinatown and live over there with the Chinese people in Chinatown on the southwest side of Houston. Don't you see these people do not like you? They just want your dollar. That's it. And go ask the Chinese, by the way, if they can go open up a business in white communities or like River Oaks and other white communities like West University. That's why they came in the hood to make money. Think about it. But we gonna break them just like the white folks break them. We gonna
think
break
about
them.
it, like Busta Rhymes and all of them motherfuckers. They come here. You ain't know they were Jamaicans. You ain't know that KRS-One. You ain't know what all these people had these immigrant backgrounds until they got rich.
Right.
Once they made all that money off your ass, then they come out trying to get spotty with you. Start talking shit. Start talking greasy about your ass. Once they got rich off of you. Because ain't enough of them over here to make them go platinum. We the ones making them go platinum. Ain't no million album buyers around here that's immigrants.
Right.
So why? Why can't they show they respect? I don't care how big of a name they get into hip hop. Bro, Shaq, you are a hip hop guru. Where you at?
All right.
Tell us why this shit going on, man. Why these people getting disrespectful? Why they allowing young Miamis to come here and make this degenerative ass fucking music?
Because their agenda, man. They dislike us, like I said, and it's other productive moves out there, but it's not gonna get promoted, bro. You have people like what's the boy name from Chicago? What's the number? He used to wear number 3 on his hat. Not Childish Gambino. He made some pretty decent music. All right, music. What's the boy name? Chance the Rapper.
Chance. Now I like Chance. I like Chance. Yeah, I like Chance.
Chance.
But you see where he came from, though. He came from that area up in Chicago area, but that ain't the type of music he was making necessarily. You know what I'm saying?
And let me correct that, Shaq. It's not everybody. It's not all the black immigrants.
No, it's not all
hijacking our culture. But the majority of them, and then when you call them out, they want to try to get spotty and start getting greasy and talking greasy and disrespectful.
It's almost like it is a CIA mission too.
Yeah.
And we've seen it in the movies. We see the Undercover Brother. We've seen what's it the one with Jamie Foxx who cloned Tyrone. I mean, they can put it in our faces.
Who cloned Tyrone? Yeah.
And it's like they deliberately bring people here, train them to be the most dysfunctional part of. I can't even say a part of our culture because, once again, my opinion, I'm gonna say it again: ghetto and black culture is foreign. We adopted it. We adopted it like you adopted a stepbrother, a stepsister, and we adopted it.
Mm-hmm.
Go check out the brother. I don't really know him like that, but he did do a good piece on what's the name, Thomas Sewell. Thomas Sewell II or some shit. He did a good piece on cracker culture, ghetto culture, black culture, and cracker culture. You know what I'm saying? You go check that out on YouTube. He did a nice little documentary on that, on how they was bringing in these to the southern parts where we was majority in. You know, we was in like the southern, Bible Belt areas, and they brought in a lot of those Europeans, like the Western or the Southern Europeans. That's a different class from the other ones. They don't even like them. That's why they shipped them off to our areas. They didn't like them, each other. You know what I'm saying? They was low level, low class. You know what I mean? Bare knuckle fist fighting, bar fighting, and racing boats on the rivers and racing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Europeans are very fucking degenerative. They have the most degenerative. Yeah, so yeah, we know that about them. There ain't no questioning that. They was caveman, and come on, you got to think about it. They lived in cave for centuries, so they didn't even know how to be civilized. They used to let animals live in the house with them. So we know that they're uncivilized, uncultured.
So we picked up them traits and we called it what we consider now black culture, but that ain't the only culture we got. We got indigenous culture. We got, you know what I'm saying? You got Florida culture. You got Louisiana culture. You got Mississippi culture. You got, you know what I mean? Texas culture. You got, you feel me? You got Houston culture. You got Dallas culture. You got, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And they all got their different flavors and vibes that people come, visitors come and want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know, you got the rodeo down here in Texas. That's one of the most, you know, I think should be one of the most cherished things that we do, like the black rodeo and all that stuff, man. You know what I mean? We should be highlighting things like that. When these black rodeos be put on, we should be going live and celebrating that. Why we ain't celebrating the black rodeo? I'm pissed.
Again,
I'm mad at myself.
I'm mad at myself. Smart. It's time to make smart again.
Yeah,
that make that sex again. Let me play Jamal Brown. Hold on, let me see. Froze. Hold on.
Y'all play it real quick. Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I reloaded up, Brother Juice.
You still on the screen, Chef? You on the screen? You just
right,
gotta hit.
I'm trying to hit.
How stupid?
Do you hear now?
Can we be?
Okay.
Again, it's better to be quiet and be thought a fool than open one's mouth or video camera and release all doubt. If you're going to be a criminal, and I don't think you should be one, at least be a good one. This is dumb as rocks. Wait a minute. In addition to being a bad criminal, you're a bad parent. So you and your daughter are thieves? And on top of that, the daughter steals, so you're just a horrible role model. Is an old Southern saying, no matter how much I love you, my son or my daughter, if I don't have wisdom, all I can give you is my own ignorance. So out of love, we pass down bad habits from generation to generation. And by the way, what's this with this song called that's promoting scammers and thieves? I mean, just please, my God, can we please stop it? We don't need racists to kill us. We're killing ourselves. We don't need the political parties to destroy us. We're doing this stuff to ourselves. Look, if you're a parent, you have a responsibility to God. That's not your child, that's his. You are just simply a trustee, and you have failed your matriculation exam here, lady. Okay, so wait, but beyond the fact that you're not even a baby mama, you forget it being a parent, right? You just sperm and something else donor to destruction. But beyond that, now you both are stealing. Okay, let's just get to it. And on top of that, you put it on social media because you just couldn't help yourself, because your self-esteem is so low. Your self-identity is so low, you just had to show it. Now your dumb rear end is going to jail. Look, when I go to the airport, international flight, I go to the airport, it used to be, I had a passport, it took 8 to 10 minutes once you got to the passport control to get through the process. They had to confirm who you are, it's your identity. Now you go through, it's 8 billion people in the world, and the machine checks out your cornea. Again, technology, artificial intelligence, robotics, it checks your cornea, global information, and within 2 seconds, it says, Mr. Bryan, continue. Didn't ask for my passport, didn't ask me to stop at the passport control. And the passport control agent's like, have a good day, like your videos, or whatever, right? You can't be a criminal anymore. There's cameras everywhere. The AI and technology can identify you with your eyeballs, but you're helping them because you told your rear end. In addition to being caught inside the store, you didn't have enough decency. Enough intelligence. Sorry, decency. It's indecent to do this. You shouldn't steal from somebody. By the way, the poor lady who was at the counter probably got written up, and now her job is at risk. And I think she was a person of color or a minority, at least a woman. All three of which trying to find employment today. Those categories. And so it's a double mess up. We're just shooting ourselves in the foot, like a circular firing squad. So you mess up that person's career. You're giving people of color a bad name, and you're a bad crook, and you destroyed your daughter's life in addition to your own, and you're dumb. I'm just tired of making dumb sexy. We made dumb sexy for way too long. We dumbed down and celebrated it. It's time to make smart sexy again. Can we?
That nigga say you make it dumb sexy. I love it. Damn, he couldn't have hit it no more clearer on the head. He said y'all making dumb sexy.
Yep.
And that's what this damn song do. Spin that. Spin it. At least if you gonna take penitentiary chances, scamming and boosting, at least go take the money and go buy some damn property. Don't get on damn social media flashing this shit.
Well, that's look what the foreigners do. They $906 million Medicare fraud from Las Vegas nurse practitioner. Which one? Boosting Louis Vuitton bags or $906 million of Medicare fraud?
I heard about that Asian lady that did that.
The Asian lady, right. So when these people, I'm not saying either one right. Yeah, I'm not saying either one of them right, but these people come for big money. If they gonna go down, and then they going to the feds, right? Girl, you going to the prison, the
state time.
Yeah, fool. I'm not saying either one of them right, disclaimer, but
in dangerous population. My thing is, damn. If you're gonna take a penitentiary chance, don't get on social media bragging about that shit, showing all these stacks. Like these legit boys, y'all sending your sons and daughters to prom and they flashing stacks of money, and you finna send them out there with no security. That's like when you do something like that, you go scam or boost and then get out there bragging about how you got away with it. And that's basically what you're doing when you go out here and buy these fancy cars, fancy clothes. You're making all these posts. That's like, you remember that old saying, they say rob, but you so goddamn dumb. You'll rob a bank and then go hide under a damn police car. That's basically what you're doing. Like the man was just saying, there's cameras everywhere. Facial recognition software. Yeah. They can tell how you walk. Then y'all got tattoos and shit every fucking well. I mean,
how you gonna deny that with the tattoos? Oh, that ain't me. Let me see your tattoos.
Motherfucker got tattoos all on their face and shit, doing dumb shit out in public.
Hey, the crazy part of this, dog, this shit been going on for a minute, man. Just pull up some of them videos where these guys been trying to go into the banks with them bogus checks and shit like that. Going to most banks. I'm talking about young. I watch. I'm like, damn. Damn.
Unfucking believable, man. I'm glad y'all came and joined us today with this conversation, man, because this conversation, let me play some of this fucking bullshit ass, these damn black immigrants again that's coming over here cosplaying us.
Can I play to finish the 25th?
Go ahead.
Okay, let's add some of the 250. So we were talking about communism. Let's talk about that a little more.
Let's keep it going. Keep it going. Because we got short-term memory, Sister Sherry. We got focusing. She got short-term focus. You got to keep these niggas entertained.
Renewed attack. A generation after we fought and won the Cold War against the menace of communism. Yet as we approach this magnificent anniversary, we see our American identity under a renewed attack. A generation after we fought and won the Cold War against the menace of communism, there is now a resurgence of the communist menace in our land, including from newcomers to our country who embrace ideas totally opposed to our way of life and our great success. These are not mere political disagreements like differences over taxes or regulations. Communism is a mortal threat to American liberty. It is the greatest threat to our country, including World War I, World War II, Pearl Harbor, or even 9/11. We're not going to let this happen to us. Believe me, we're not letting it happen. Because communism is the enemy of free people everywhere in the world. Never works. It's the enemy of the Constitution. Above all, it's the enemy of July 1776.
Stop.
It is the enemy indeed.
What?
Even while the radicals and extremists
attack
our incredible history at every turn, they are silent on the miserable history of communism itself because it never worked. Thousands of years, if you look at it, under different names, under somewhat different ideologies and systems, that system has led to more death and destruction than any system ever tried. It killed 100 million people just in the last century alone. Communism is the exact opposite of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's death, tyranny, and the pursuit of evil. The godless communist morality states that anything is justified to bring about inhuman visions and to really propose what's good. They don't want good. They don't love God, and they don't want God. They don't love religion, and they don't want religion, and they won't have it. But we will not let them win. They have no chance against us. They have no respect.
Man. It froze up on us, Sister Shep. What that was you were saying, Shaq?
Man. I hope people know what they're getting into, man. I'm not gonna say that. I hope people know what they're getting themselves into, bro. I just hope people be conscious and
But y'all get on here and y'all talk about
rewind that spot back again, Chef. Rewind that spot back again.
Because I'm
just I said I hope.
Okay, let me go.
No, I just said I hope people know what they're getting themselves into. Yeah, I just hope people know.
Let's get clarity on it. Let's get
clear exactly, because y'all run y'all mouth about stuff. Listen to people on social media. I done been to these damn third world.
But it is our opinion, though. But why do people get mad when people have their opinion, though? That's weird, man.
No, but have you been to a third world country, Shaq?
But we in a third world country. East St. Louis, hold on, Alabama. East St. Louis is a third world country. They ain't trying to fix East St. Louis. Trump didn't say nothing about fixing East St. Louis. I ain't never heard Trump get on it. I ain't never heard Trump.
What's
going on? Let me speak, though. If I ever heard Trump get on there and say he gonna do something for East St. Louis? No. Have you ever heard him do something for Baltimore? If I ever heard Trump get on and say he gonna do something for Baltimore, for the water of Michigan, the water crisis that's still going on in Michigan. Like, come on, man, we gotta stop. We can't.
That was under Obama.
We have a right.
Y'all running y'all mouth about. See,
Can
this
I
is what I'm talking about
local
politics.
May I speak though?
But Shaq,
you don't know nothing about that. It's not federal, sir.
So yeah, she made a good comment now, Shaq.
I couldn't even finish what I was gonna say.
Hold on. We're gonna let you finish, Shaq. But
y'all get emotional and y'all don't know what y'all talking about. I'm in this.
You cut me off. We just having a dialogue, bro. We can have a disagreement, but we just having a dialogue.
But you're not.
I don't understand why my opinion has to be stepped on.
Rewind it back.
Okay, let me rewind it back. Brother Juice, let me rewind it back.
All I said All I
Go
said is
ahead.
I hope people know what they're getting themselves into. That's
And
all I
when
said.
okay, well, when hold that thought, because we want to know what you mean when you say what people getting themselves into. Because see, that's what I'm saying. All our people get on here talk and run their mouth, and we not focusing on local issues that's going on right now locally. Yeah, Trump is federal. Yes, things can happen federal, but you didn't say nothing about the East St. Louis representative who probably been in that seat 20, 30, 40 years and have allowed East St. Louis to run down. Trump did say something back in 2027 about what's that he called it a shithole. Was it Clyburn District or was it John Lewis? They had $5 billion that they gave, and them people squandered that money out. Trump and them going right now after LA, all the money that they used that was supposed to be used for the homeless people. They cracking down on that right now. Did Obama do that? Did Joe Biden do that? Joe Biden. Okay, go. I am.
Bro, Mark, salute.
Hold on. Cause I'm getting real impatient with this ignorance. Did
Why is it getting impatient when all I said is I hope people
John
know what
Hope
they're getting
Bryan
themselves
said
into.
make
Y'all
smart
you went off
sexy
the Richter
again?
scale off of because your
Because
opinion is more valuable than my opinion. Is that what it is?
No, we're not
you
saying
That's
that.
what
can't
we doing?
explain your opinion though. You can't explain what
No,
statement.
I
But let
just
me
I
say it.
made a statement, and you got out your skin about me making a statement. You didn't even know what I'm making a statement for. You just got out your skin. That's weird.
That's why we finna get clarity
Yeah,
right here. Let's play it again.
let's see you back up this statement.
Because this is our culture, this is our character. Not every American is all of these things, but every American knows these are the traits that make our country exceptional, and exceptional it is. You do not have to be born here, but you do have to love what we have built. You must love our country. There has never been anything like us anywhere on earth, and we are not going to let anyone take that away. Yet as we approach this magnificent anniversary, we see our American identity under a renewed attack. A generation after we fought and won the Cold War against the menace of communism, there is now a resurgence of the communist menace in our land, including from newcomers to our country who embrace ideas totally opposed to our way of life and our great success. These are not mere political disagreements like differences over taxes or regulations. Communism is a mortal threat to American liberty. It is the greatest threat.
I think we froze up again. We'll let it come back on. Let it finish up.
Yes, sir.
Freeze up at you want.
Communism is a major threat.
Communism is a major threat. Okay,
Right.
hold on.
I think it froze on the
Yeah.
Right there,
1
Brother
minute,
Mark.
38 seconds.
Right there.
Communism is a mortal threat to American liberty. It is the greatest threat to our country, including World War I, World War II, Pearl Harbor, or even 9/11. We're not going to let this happen to us. Believe me, we're not letting it happen. Because communism is the enemy of free people everywhere in the world. Never works. It's the enemy of the Constitution. Above all, it's the enemy of July 4th, 1776. It is the enemy indeed. Even while the radicals and extremists attack our incredible history at every turn, they are silent on the miserable history of communism itself because it never worked. Thousands of years, if you look at it, under different names, under somewhat different ideologies and systems. That system has led to more death and destruction than any system ever tried. It killed 100 million people just in the last century alone. Communism is the exact opposite of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's death, tyranny, and the pursuit of evil. The godless communist morality states that anything is justified to bring about inhuman visions and to really propose what's good. They don't want good. They don't love God, and they don't want God. They don't love religion, and they don't want religion, and they won't have it. But we will not let them win. They have no chance against us. They have no respect for law, justice, principle, tradition, or your God-given rights. It's an ideology of mass theft, mass control, mass lies, and mass murder. Such doctrines can be given no quarter in a democracy because the first thing they do when they get into power is turn around and destroy it. It always is destroyed.
Pay attention to
Just
that.
as communists have done in other countries all over the world, no matter where you look. Very simply, communism represents the worst ideas and abuses in history by the worst people. The American founding represents the best ideas and traditions in history by the best people like you. You can be loyal to Karl Marx, or you can be loyal to America. You can be a communist, or you can be a patriot. You cannot be both. As for those who...
So...
Okay. Now let's hear Shaq. Let's hear your commentary on that. On the basically he gave a communism. He was basically Trump was basically calling out communism. All right, go ahead, Shaq.
No, I ain't got no more to say, man, because people can't handle what I say. So I just chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said earlier. I'm cool.
Yeah, I missed it though. I missed it. I missed what you said. So I just need you to kind of
No, I just said I hope people know what they're getting themselves into. You know what I'm saying?
As far as communism?
Explain
whatever,
that.
whatever political ideology, whatever religious ideology that they want to try to portray.
Such
people,
as
you know what I'm saying?
how? What?
Whichever way you swing on that, whichever way. I hope people know what they get themselves into. Because
What are people getting themselves into?
This same rhetoric is what got us into the situation we in now. Talking about 250 years of being, you know, put up under the thumb of rule of foreign, where American culture is put to the side. But foreign culture is brought in and it just took over what true American culture is. Justice for all. It ain't been justice for all.
How is that related toward communism?
I ain't got nothing to say with communism. That ain't. I'm not gonna hang what I'm talking about on communism. So that I'm not gonna respond to that. I'm not responding to that. That ain't the only thing he spoke on. So I'm not.
No, you didn't listen. See, reading.
I'm listening, and I just so you don't like what I said. You disagree with what I said?
Well, we played about communism. We was talking about communism earlier. So I told Brother Juice, I'm going to play. See, this is what I'm saying, Brother Juice. That's why I have to pull back from certain things, because ends get in their emotions instead of thinking with logic. All he did was talk about communism around the world, and that's another form of socialism. It doesn't work.
Okay, so who are the Pacific people that started communism? Is he gonna call them out? Or are you gonna be vague?
Who are the specific people?
Who are the people that started communism then? Since you want to go down this goddamn road, then, because y'all don't want to go down this road.
Let's study this. Let's study this.
Let's go down there then, because y'all want to push it. Germans, they push communism. Yes or no?
How? Go ahead. How?
Yes or no?
German Jews did, yes.
Okay.
But not all Germans.
Why don't he just speak on them? Because that's one of the ones that pushed a lot of that. They brought that to this country, brought it to other people's countries. This is why they got Israel. Why didn't he speak on the way Israel treat people in people of that land?
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Everybody. Wait a minute.
We got Brother Mark in the building. Brother
Mark, don't step on my opinion. You just give your own opinion. That's my opinion.
I hope.
You know what I mean?
Well, first of all, I'm greeting everybody, brother. So get out your feelings. I'm just greeting everybody.
Salute
everybody.
Welcome.
How are we doing? I want to appreciate all the love I received for my wonderful mother And you know, only thing I'm gonna say about opinions is that's another way to divide that word in itself, because facts are facts, and that's what we should be operating from, not from opinions. So we're talking about what was said. We're talking about what the president said, and there's a little bit of time I've been on that. So we got to stay on that. We can't necessarily go back 160, 50, whatever many years. We got to operate in now and use our past to help push us forward so we can move forward in knowledge. I mean, I understand history is an ugly thing, but in a speech, you can't touch on everybody that done everything to everybody. You got to touch on what's important right now. And we can use that information and so we can make better decisions. So we can't be getting upset because one person think one thing and somebody else thinks something else. Let's just operate in the facts. The facts are that they are slowly doing exactly what happened today, and that is dividing us over little stuff. I mean, it's important. We got to get stuff back on track, people. Let's not forget that. We can't talk about everybody else. Let's talk about what's going on with us right now. That's destroying our communities. That's ripping us apart from the inside. They figured out how to do it with that funny little word called opinions. Let's operate from facts. Facts is what make a difference.
Did I not give you facts? It's not Germans. Was they not transported here? Yes or no?
Say that. You broke up, bro.
I said, was not German Jews transferred to the United States of America, to America? Yes or no?
Well,
is that a fact?
Everybody was transferred here.
No, I'm asking you, brother. I asked you a fact. Is that a fact? Yes or no? So we can be clear and we can move to the next level.
Yes.
Everybody, yes, including German Jews and everybody else who's transferred. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a fact.
All right. So long. We just want to speak in facts, so we cool. Everything cool.
Okay, cool. So see stuff like that. You know, I never said that wasn't a fact. I never said what you said wasn't fact. What I'm saying is, let's stay in the now, and let's use that wonderful history that we've learned about in order to help us navigate in the now. That's all I'm saying. So we can't cloud what's going on now with the history. We got to use the history to help guide us and help us navigate through the now so we don't make the same mistakes of the past. Because I heard you speak on that. You say, what got us here? So we got to make sure that we don't get back here. So let's use the history from the past to help us navigate now in the now. Because I can't say future, so I say in the now. Because that's we attack each day by day. So that's all I'm saying, bro. I'm not trying to step on nobody. I love the fact that your knowledge base, I love Sister Share knowledge base, but we cannot get into trying to go back and forth with each other, right? Semantical back and forth. And that's all I'm trying to keep from happening, because knowledge is knowledge. We just use what you said, use what Sister Share said, and we move forward. How? Together. And that's how we're gonna overcome. Together.
Right.
I don't think
Sister Share?
I don't think we should just keep blaming everything on federal. Remember, you still gotta focus locally. So like you were saying, Trump ain't talking about East St. Louis. He not talking about Baltimore. He not talking about all that. Well, let's talk about let's just talk about what happened in Detroit. Well, that happened in the 90s under Bill Clinton, right? But I don't see nobody giving.
Right. And it's a shame. I mean, it's a lot of things that done went on that's ungodly. And it's a lot of things that happened that we didn't say a word about. We didn't even raise a fuss.
We actually
And
been
the, and
saying a
the
word about
older
it, but like I said, a
the
lot of these
older
people ain't.
generation allowed that though.
Right.
They allowed for Detroit to be destroyed like that.
Yep.
They allowed for our jobs to go over to overseas to China and all that. That's why I don't want to harp on the older generation, but your past is indicative to your future. If you don't prepare for your future, what I'm focusing on and doing now, this bigger than me. I'm thinking about my son, my future grandkids, I had to tell my brother today. I say this is about my nieces, nephews, my child. This is bigger than me. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. So I tell all the people, please be quiet, follow us, donate your money, give time, because you didn't do it. And now older people are struggling and becoming homeless now because you didn't hold the politicians and the people accountable. Everybody is on them small Smurf hat people over there. Is it real? Everybody is on their neck. I will get it to MAGA. I will get it to us.
Well, hold on. This government, is it true or false that this government is trying to merge the Israeli the IDF and the U.S.
And that was unconstitutional. Did you see that?
Right.
That was unconstitutional.
Right.
See, that's what I'm saying. We listen to these different podcasts, but nobody
No, but we got to call it out though, because if we don't call it out, then like you said, they'll think that
who do you
we are
think called
compliant.
it out? Go on X. That's who was calling out and bringing up the Constitution. That's why I like being on the X, because it's a more educated platform and people dropping facts. They're dropping documents. They're dropping. They're not talking, listening on YouTube to podcasters who's pushing opinions and don't have facts.
But YouTube is just as big as X, man. It's a social media platform. You can't sit on YouTube, but there's a lot of information.
Have you been on X?
Yeah, I've been on X. It's just like
well,
YouTube.
then you need to spend some more time on X, because everything you need to look up.
Everything on YouTube ain't fake either, Dawson. Come on now, don't do that. Don't say that. Don't say like X is better than us, because they got sex on there. They got porn on X too. So you can find what you want to find on all the social media platforms. That's what I'm saying. We can use all these tools. I'm not limiting nothing. I'm not just limiting myself to no damn X.
But what Brother Mark's saying, let's get out our feelings and let's deal.
We all are speaking about things that's going on,
and let's speak with facts.
No, I'm not gonna get out my feelings. No, hold on. I'm not gonna let you. No, I'm not gonna let you degrade me and tell me to get out my opinion, bro. When I just spoke facts, that's a fireball. That's a fireball. See, that's the problem. We can't never have a conversation. We can't never have a dialogue without people trying to disrespect somebody.
Because y'all get on here.
Hold on. Y'all let me ask you, because I want to ask a few questions. So, that's how I get to my truth. I like to ask questions. I don't really care for opinions either. I want responses. So let me ask you a question, Sister Shell. So, from what Trump said, because that's where all this stemmed from, right? Rooted from what Trump was saying. What is your understanding of what Trump was saying in that 10 minutes of footage we heard just then?
So he spoke about communism. He said we was here before, right? When we fought in different wars, with World War I, World War II, or whatever, we were dealing with communism then. Now history is repeating itself with these people who are in our country, who are adversaries to our country, and who's trying to push their ideology. So what these people do, and I'm elaborate on it with my evidence and fact. So what these people do, they come over here, act like they for you, which we know they have this thing for our culture people, Rick Child, Carmelo, and whatever case, right? We know how they really feel about us, right? So what they do, they come over here and then they get they people in the political power. This is the same thing he just said, President Trump said, right? They flee and leave their country that was full of communism that caused it hatred, division, caused death, caused mass murder and starvation, correct? Y'all, the transcript was playing the whole time, correct?
Yes.
Then they come over here with this same ideology, right? Just look what Mandotti just did in New York about the rent control. Well, we dealing with it here, just here in Texas, where you have these foreigners who keep running for political position. If you go look up the history of Muhammad,
I'm gonna show you something.
What did Muhammad do? Muhammad, go look up the history of Muhammad.
Put the positive on.
Muhammad came over here like he was for the people, right? He got into a political position after they rejected him after so long. Once Muhammad got into a political position, he started pushing his ideology, right? He started pushing his beliefs. When he pushed his belief and ideology, guess what? Everybody who didn't believe in his belief and ideology, they were murdered. You had a Muslims right now who that's how they come in. Oh, we with you. We support you. We're with you. We're helping the poor people. Oh, we like gay, trans people. Knowing darn well in their country, if you're a homosexual, they off with your head.
All right.
So they play a part.
So let me get. So hold that right there, Sister Chef.
And then now we in trouble.
Right. So okay, Shaq, what did you gather from what Trump said?
Say that again.
I say, what did you gather from what Trump said?
I mean, what he said is pretty much explanatory. I'm not going to repeat what he said because it's pretty much explanatory. So I'm not going to repeat what he said. It's pretty much explanatory.
No, I'm asking what did you get from what he said? I ain't asking you what he said. What is your understanding or your comprehension of what he said?
Well, there's a lot of vagueness. That's what I'm saying. There was a lot of vagueness. Yeah, it was just vague. It was a lot of vague talk. A lot of vague, empty talk, as we always get. A lot of vagueness, empty talk. We got information and data now, so we can give us real detailed information, bro. We haven't got to play these games and keep being vague about the shit. We know what's going on. It is hurting. These people are hurting. Vague.
It's a simple question.
I said vague. I said
so
being very vague.
Just vague. You just got you didn't really so you didn't really comprehend what he was saying,
bro.
Are you saying that it's so vague? It's so vague.
So when if you're gonna ask me what I want to interpret what he said, because I comprehend exactly what he meant.
Okay, well, interpret. Give me an interpretation. Give me an interpretation.
It's the same speeches that we've been hearing.
Okay, give me an interpretation.
But he just told you if you don't follow their religion, like you said, Dawson brought up the Muslim and all that Muhammad, but she didn't bring up the Christian movement, that the Christian Crusades that came over here and put all our people on the Christianity. Hold on, can I finish?
I didn't ask you about Dawson. I asked you about what Shaq's
interpretation. He mentioned religion, and she brought up religion, so I'm responding to the religion part of it. He's mentioned religion. Okay. He said that. That's no different than what Joe Biden said when he was in office, and he told everybody to try to make us pin us against taking a jab.
Bro, Shaq, you ain't said nothing about what you thought yet.
Can I finish? Why is everybody cutting me off? I didn't cut her off when she talked. Can I finish?
No, but you're not answering the question.
I'm done, man. Because y'all just gonna cut me off, bro. That's
you're right.
Bro.
You're right. You're right.
Y'all can't hold y'all.
You're right.
Let me just play.
I'm gonna be disrespectful.
I'm muted up and let y'all speak, bro. But I can't speak. Why I gotta get cut off?
I'm gonna be disrespectful. Yes, sir. Because you won't answer the question.
I just answered the question. We can speak about communism. I'm speaking about
Okay, bro.
So you want to tell me what I'm gonna talk about? Come on, man. I give you the mic and don't ever disrespect y'all on the mic, bro. But when I speak, I gotta get cut off, though. What's up with that?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I let everybody speak, man.
Go ahead, Shaq.
I'm done, man. Because everybody want to cut me off, bro. When you ask me a question and when I get to speaking, y'all want to cut me off. So I'm done, bro. It's cool. It's all good, man. I'm straight.
We just want the interpretation, Shaq. We don't want to have to
You don't want my interpretation. Y'all want me to speak the way y'all speak. I'm not going to speak the way y'all speak, bro. I'm not going to talk the way y'all talk.
Shaq, listen,
so I'm not going to speak the way Brother Mark speak. I'm not going to speak the way Dawson speak. I'm not going to speak the way you speak, brother, dude.
That's not what I'm asking, Shaq.
I'm not going to speak the way y'all speak, dog.
I'm asking for your interpretation of what was said. I ain't asking you what Cher said. I ain't asking you what Bro Mark said. I ain't asking you what
you gotta let me speak. You can't tell me what to say though. If you're gonna ask me what to get, let me explain myself, like you said. If not, then it's cool.
You're right.
Cool.
You're right.
Ain't no thing.
You're right.
Like I said, it's the same old rhetoric, vague rhetoric, talking about religion and all this shit. If you don't get down with us, then you ain't part of us. Everybody's not represented in this goddamn country, man. Like they say they is. Anybody think that is, you're a goddamn liar. Like I said, Christianity became one of the religions that they brought over was Christianity and forced people into Christianity, whether they wanted to be in it or not. And that's still going on. They trying to force Christianity back in the schools now. They're going to try to force that same shit. History repeating themselves. If you don't get down with our political movement, then you ain't a part of you ain't American then.
I agree with you on that now. I agree with you on that. Continue.
That's what I interpret here. I didn't say everything he said was wrong. I didn't even say nothing he said was wrong at all. So I don't know why people jumped out their skin. That was weird.
All right. So, Brother Mark, you kind of gave us your interpretation, right? And do you want to add anything to it? You want to give us a follow-up on that?
Yes, sir. I definitely do a follow-up.
Now, we don't need you to say about what Shaq said, and we don't need you to refer to about what Sister Shaq said. Give us your interpretation.
I got you, bro. Man, English is my first language. I got you, bro. I'm going to answer it just like you asked. And that's straight, no chaser.
What do you think Trump was trying to elaborate?
Okay. What I feel and what I think and what I'm noticing through his acts is Trump is attempting to get America back on track. America has been leaning liberal, then slowly into socialism, and the next step is communism. And he is attempting to stop that. And yes, they are pushing Christianity, not really just Christianity though. Let's get that straight. Because it's prayer in schools, not Christianity. So if you pray to God, if you pray to Allah, if you pray to God knows who else, it's prayer in school. So if we compare America today, and I'm talking about our kids, I'm talking about our culture, I'm talking about everything. If we compare it today to what it was 30, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, we have changed. And we have changed into something that's not good. Our kids graduate from school and they cannot read. I don't care if going back to saying God is good, if you have a problem with that, go somewhere else. If you have a problem with teachers standing up and trying to teach kids ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and not about sex and everything else, go somewhere else. If you have a problem, so what Trump is trying to do and what I interpreted from what he said is we're trying to get back to America where we have an expectation of our kids, of our adults, and we're going to hold ourselves to a standard. We're not going to be sitting with our hands held out, waiting for the government to give us anything. That's what they do in communist countries. Wait for the government. And that's what we were slowly going into. Liberalism starts it up. And when we have a bunch of liberals teaching our young people, then that trains our young people to start looking for the government to do more. And then they begin to look for more and more. And then socialism. We would not have ever nominated somebody that says he's a socialist to any position in the United States if we were 50 years ago. But now we're doing it. So that's what I'm saying. There's a slow slide toward communism, and that is what I interpreted that the president is trying to stamp out. So that's my interpretation from what he said and what he's doing, not only in the United States, but in Britain and everywhere else that he's attacking. And when I say attacking, I mean attacking the systems that's being created. He's putting America back on the American system, and he's bringing jobs back and not sending them away. And I don't understand what somebody got a problem with that. Now, there's good and bad in absolutely everything. So that's my interpretation. I land my plane.
And just to his point, that's why I say we have to look, nothing is perfect. We have to look at the whole big picture. people talk about the Department of Education being bust up, but they was indoctrinating our students. Like you said, I deal with education.
Yes, ma'am. The Department of Education didn't start. It's not something that's always been here in America. That didn't start until the Jimmy Carter years, and the Jimmy Carter years is when this liberalistic system began. Him and Sabignu Brzezinski, who was Barry Soetoro's handler all those years, he the one who planned all this. Read the book on The Nation's Chessboard or something by Sabignu Brzezinski. And he's been up in all the Democratic White Houses until he died.
Well, but brother Mark.
So I'm yes. Yes,
no,
ma'am.
I'm just saying that book, and that's why I say reading is fundamental. And Shaq, our good friend BJ, he always talked about this book, the Communistic Manifesto, and that's what Trump was referring to, Karl Marx. That's the Karl Marx system of communism. That's all he was saying. It's here, and they want to bring that here.
Right.
That's what he's saying. So
now let me give y'all my take on.
Okay, bro.
So I got definitely he's pretty much attacking communism. And we know right now in the present that is exactly what the Democrat Party is pushing on our culture, on our community right now. We know this without a fact. Even before Trump was president, it's already been said. Martin Luther King, you can come out, and he even said that he led his people into a burning building. And some of the people that were with Martin Luther King in the civil rights movement, they even came out and say that they were sent to the USSR, the United Republic of Russia, and they were taught how to practice communism and how to implement that in the black community. And even some of the Black Panthers have came out and said that a lot of the teachings that they had, that they were practicing, were part of communism. Now, even though they meant well, they were trying to better the community, they were deceived. And we have to recognize that deception is still in effect right now. I was talking to me and Shaq. That was me and you was having a conversation today. Remember, Shaq? And we were talking about how our people were deceived and how, what was the word that you used, Shaq? You said that, I can't think of the word you used, but it was a great word, and I was going to continue to use that term.
American Black?
No, you said something about we was under deception, and I said, well, the shit's still going on right now, Shaq. It ain't that we was fooled. We still being fooled right now. Because every time we come out and we try to say, hey, man, we can't continue to keep voting for nothing. We got to some kind of way lay down some demands. We got to let these people know, man, we're not going to keep voting blue no matter who. We're not going to keep voting for people because they look like us. We're not going to keep, coming out here with this black girl power. That shit ain't working for us either. We got to get resources and tangibles in our community. We need vocational training back. We need business growth and development. We need that in our community. That's the only way. Look at what we're doing to the Asians right now. They literally are trying to come out and practice more communism and trying to pass what they call the Asian Hate Crime Bill 2.0. They're trying to get the Democrats to push because black people are not spending their money with them no more. That's a hate crime.
Yeah, I said
communism.
I said
what
was the word you used?
I can't think of the word you used, but it was a great word.
I think I said double cross.
Double cross. We've been double crossed. You said we were double crossed.
Because he had, like you said, a Democratic Republic where people could come in, and long as you're doing what you need to do, You know what I'm saying? You can self-identify, but as long as you don't transgress on nobody else's identity. You know what I mean? Anybody else religious or whatever their political values are. But I'm saying these people, they don't want people to have their own religious and political values. They want you to be up under their shit. They want you to be up under they to be subservient to theirs. Theirs is more dominant than yours. When
well, see,
it was
that's the
supposed to be
thing too.
home of the brave and land of the free. Like, it's multiple cultural people here. They want us to be only like them. And if you ain't only like them, then you're not a part of this country. You're not part of this nation, man. The nation is built up of multiple different nations, bro. They have different cultures.
I agree with you. Hold on, let me finish. I agree with you on that part right there, Shaq. They should not use religion. They should not weaponize religion politically.
That's what they're doing.
I totally agree with that. And then the way that they worship ain't no kind of way that we worship, that we understand the higher power. So right there, yeah, it is a controversy. It is a confusion on that part of it. And I think sometimes, okay, we know Trump is a politician, so he got to try to use whatever things that can favorably be in his odd. And so that's where you come in with the what do they call them, the evangelical community. They're very powerful. They're just that, but you got to come in with something. If you're trying to fight Muslims and you trying to fight against communism, you got to come in with something as powerful as these systems. And you notice he said the word systems. And it's like the Matrix. Y'all need to go watch that tonight, man. I've been watching Matrix all week. I've been off on spring break. Summer break from a little class. And I've been watching all the Matrix. And that Matrix is a system. And in order to beat that system, you got to be able to create programming or create some type of viral programming to make the system. You got to have a cheat code. You got to have a cheat code. And I think that's what Trump is trying to basically break down with the religion thing. He's trying to say, hey, I got a cheat code. But I'm telling you, as far as Israel, they pissed with Trump right now because he made that deal with Iran.
Exactly. But
they pissed with him.
But guess why, Brother Juicy? Let's add context with it. The people is putting the pressure on him.
Yes.
We are putting the pressure on him. It's the people. We the people. See, yes, we forget. This is why I'm going to push for civics to get back in schools. Mm-hmm. You need to know your Constitution. You need to know your rights. Mm-hmm. We can win.
Mm-hmm. You broke up again, Sister Shea. I think you keep freezing up on us.
Mm-hmm. But to piggyback on what Sister Shea said, we the people, we the people.
And let me.
Yes, I can hear you now, Sister Shea.
Yep. So to Shaq's point about religion, first of all, remember this is why civics and the Constitution is important, right? Freedom of religion. That's what they say we have, correct? Freedom of religion, right? Freedom to assimilate, religion, freedom of speech, whatever. Yes. Well, when you talk about religion, what Shaq say, they pushing religion on us. Well, I'm not forced to be a Christian. I'm not forced to be a Baptist. I'm not forced to be an evangelical. I'm not forced to be a Catholic. I'm not forced to be a Presbyterian. I'm not forced to be any of those. So he can say God, he can say Christianity, religion. I'm not persecuted because I'm not a Christian. I'm not persecuted because I don't subscribe to any other religion.
You got a choice.
You got a choice. So that's what it said. Freedom of choice. Correct? Now let's talk about assimilation. He said further down in this speech, or probably this part, he said, we don't mind you in the country, but basically he's saying, please assimilate. And what do I mean by that, Brother Juice? If you go to Dubai, you go to Kuwait, you go to UAE, you go to Bahrain, do you know I can't dress like this? I got to put on a hijab. I have to walk behind my man. You understand me? You go to other countries, Jamaica, Bahamas, Brazil, you have to follow their laws, their rules. So why is it that other people can come over here from other countries and disrespect our laws, right? Our religion here in America instead of assimilate. We don't mind you here, but you must assimilate. Further down in his speech, he would talk about how English is our native language. Remember, he signed executive order for English to be the spoken language. I shouldn't have to hear you. I don't need to hear that, because if you go over there in their country, they're not gonna allow that. They're not gonna allow you. When I spoke at City Hall, I be damned if illegal gonna come over here think they got more rights than American, and you broke state and federal law, and we gonna lose $144 million, and the police can't get to me when I call them because of your feelings. This is communism. It's just wrapped in the bow. That's why I called the Hispanic chick out. Lady, I spoke with you. I told you, do not push her agenda. And she's a wetback illegal immigrant. My ancestors, don't forget, get out of your feelings about America. This is your ancestors' land. This is our land. We gave our blood, sweat, tears, labor, our military fight in every war. Our people still signing up for the military. My cousin just finished 30 years in the military. Could have lost his life for us to be free. So I'm just saying, the respect needs to be there before they trying to push this, they trying to push that. Well, what the hell we gonna push to make our own communities better? East St. Louis got a problem.
But the difference
We'll
is
go
when we
call
push
out the
something, we
local
get locked up though.
politicians in East St. Louis.
Yeah, when we
Okay,
try to push something
did you write
that's our culture, we
Yeah,
get locked
bro,
up.
you cutting
Like,
off.
Hold on. Brush out what that was?
Let the local politicians fix East St. Louis and Baltimore. Go look at the homeless rate in Atlanta. I couldn't believe I saw it in 2021. I thought you was the Black Mecca, Atlanta. And then somebody gave me a history on Atlanta. He said, no, my friend Rayford. This is why I like talking to people who was for us, even though the older generation that listened to it. Rayford said, no, that happened back in the 80s and 90s with the mayor, with Andrew Young. I forget his name, but it was Andrew Young. Okay, Brother Moore. See, this is what I'm talking about. We got to know about history and facts and people who have this information. So we just run on, these people. No. Look, what was the other one? Marion Barry, right? Was telling people you had to give Black people so many contracts, right? You had to allow them to get so much loans and business. This is what I'm talking about, why local and state politics is so important, federal as well. You hold these people feet to the fire. You let them know I'm watching you. I know who donating to you. I know who giving you your money. We finna shut that down. You will never be in office again. Matter of fact, sign this MOU. Sign this memorandum of understanding, because you're going to be out of here.
And that's what we got to do.
My bad, Brother Mark. Go ahead.
No, that's what you hitting it right on the head. That's what we got to do. I was just talking to somebody the other day about that very same thing, because I remember my mom going up to the county commission meetings and everything else, and they stopped stuff from happening, and they made stuff happen. Bro, just like, we have a big juice plant in our little city, and they buying up land left and right. They started parking them trucks somewhere. Man, the whole neighborhood went up and complained, and that they haven't used that plot of land, which is acres. They haven't used that in at least 30 years or more. Well, shoot, I've been out that long. It's been about 40 years since they used it, because our neighborhood, the adults, shut it down. They went and they made their voices heard. But like you said, when you don't have civics in school and you don't have people understanding how this process works, then they don't go to those meetings so they can make a difference. And we the people can't shove religion or nothing else down my throat. But there are all types of religions. But what they can do and what they have done is they stop people who want to say, thank God. They stop people who want to say, thank Allah. They stop people who want to say, thank you, Buddha. All these kids can't say a word. So is that fair? Is that fair for them not to be able to honor their God? So we supposed to, like you say, have freedom of religion. Not, oh, you can't say that. Oh, you can't say this. That's censorship. So it's not about them saying stuff that you like, and so you good with them, or they say something you don't like, now you're not. No, we got to follow the rule and make the rule apply on both sides evenly. And that's what we should be shooting for. I land my plane.
I agree.
So, this is like ABCs and 1, 2, 3, some of it, because we have to, what we're doing is we're putting people in office simply because of their color, their hue of complexion. And then we're assuming that they're going to do something for people who look like them. They're not going to do things for people that look like them. They're going to do things for people who come from where they come from.
Right.
And like I said a couple months back, we got to follow the same pattern that the Somalians done. They all moved in one area.
You're right. What's the name been saying that? Who
Yes.
said that? Been saying the same thing. Oh, I think Phil Scott. He said that we should have been moving like the Somalians.
Right. And we used to.
Answer said vote as a block. It's in Powernomics. Read the
That's
book.
right.
See, this
That's
is what I'm
right.
telling you. Knowledge is power. The blueprint is written.
But we can't move in hate for this land. This is our land.
Correct. Because
And I won't.
To go.
Right. And I won't give it up. And I won't give it up for not one penny. This is our land. I told
my son today that you better not get. You better fight to your death to keep it, because we have nowhere else to go. We have nowhere else to go. But the people are being programmed. See, we can't talk.
We lost your sister share. Or is it me?
Hear me, Brother Moore?
There we go. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying we're being programmed about. You cut out again.
No, you back. We're being programmed. Continue. I hear you.
No, I'm just saying we being programmed about other people's opinions and ideologies. All I'm saying is, like, somebody can't tell me something, and then, like, I'll give you a prime example. And this is, I do like certain older people. I remember my ex-fiance, his dad would say this, when you came around him and you said they, the first thing came out his mouth, he talking about, first of all, who is they?
Who is they? Yes.
Who is they? And that started so every time I had to come around him, it made me kind of be on my toes, because that means I got to have a name. I got to know what I'm talking about, because there was going to be a whole long conversation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So my dad used to make us read the newspaper. I tell my son, hey, don't open your mouth about something you know nothing about, because you will be embarrassed by people. I told my cousin that before. I don't like Trump. I say, hey, man, you hang around a lot of white people and Hispanics. Be careful about what you're saying, because they'll annihilate you in a debate. Just be quiet, or don't talk about stuff you have no idea of. Not emotions, logic, right? Because 9 times out of 10, I worked election. Them same white and Hispanics, they voted for Trump. They voted for. That's why when I spoke at City Hall, do they agree with this ordinance in Adrian Garcia and Breonna's districts? Them Hispanics voted highly for Trump.
Right. And
they come from third world countries. They don't want to go back there. They don't want to go back. Why you think they fighting like hell not to go back with the deportations? Logic.
Other countries understand the value of our country, and they're making.
We don't.
Right. And what they're doing is they're brainwashing us to hate the very land that is ours. And we have to understand that. They want us to hate our land so we can run off to Africa or wherever else to get away, so then they can just take the land for free. No, no, we fought for this land, and I'm not going to stop fighting for this land. They've been trying to get rid of us ever since they got here. They've been trying to outnumber us ever since they got here. So we have to understand they play with the numbers, they play with everything. So there's no way that we are a minority of 15, 18%, and they pander to us. If we were only 15 or 18% of the population, they would not pander to us. They could care less about us. So our numbers are greater than what they project to us. So we have to understand, and we have to build our neighborhoods and our communities back to where we're working together for a common good. Because all these people, people bring stuff to me because, they know how I am. So they'll bring stuff to me. And I just been blessed with certain discernment. And I pick it apart real quick. You can tell are pandering one way or the other way. You got some people who talk facts, and you got some people who pander. And when you're on X, YouTube, whatever it is, you got to take that time and check that fool. I don't care if the majority of what they say is usually right. You still have to realize that 10% is there, or that 80 or that 20 or whatever the percentage. You have to take the time to check everybody out. You can't just trust blindly, because the enemy, when they see somebody have a large following, first thing they do is approach them. And they just like a rapper or anybody else with a large following, and try to get them to say what they want them to say. And money talk nowadays, because we don't have a whole lot of honor anymore. That's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing now is to make that bag. So when they make it to where it's make that bag, now they can get you to do things that you probably wouldn't do if you didn't have that bag.
Or have you living through somebody else's ideology or their lifestyle.
Yes.
So instead of you bettering yourself, making yourself better, you're living based on their ideology, what they believe in, how much money they got, right? What they doing. That's how you gathering instead of you creating that own life for yourself. And who to say that life that they live is good for you and yours, and it's not. And that's why now you see the shift, Brother Mark. Nobody is really rocking with a lot of these entertainers. They really not. Look at LeBron James. They've been calling him out. So we waking up to say, hey, these people been playing us the whole time. Hey, we got issues in our communities. These athletes, entertainers, rappers, all these, they got millions and billions of dollars, but they don't come help the community.
Exactly.
Who's running them? Who's running and controlling them? They come from the hood. They come from the projects. If they come from the hood and the projects, why won't they give back? Because they handlers won't allow them to do that. And I bet you it's signed in the contract. It's in the contract, man. It's in the contract. Right. So we pull the layers of the onion back. Pull the layers back. How do we get here? Why this keep happening? Let me do a little bit more investigation. This just don't sound right. Don't just go off what people say, and then you got plants that are put out here. Like Kanye said it. Cardi B was a plant. This Yung Miami, these people plants, they not even of us. And now guess what? We pulled back the layer of the onion and found out these people are foreign tethers. We've done the research. We pulled back the layers of the onion. We not listening to what y'all told us anymore. And to your point, look what happened to the mainstream media. Look, the mainstream media we have decimated. Shout out to President Trump, because what did he first say when he was in office? Fake news. Didn't he say that, Brother Mark? Go watch the numbers. How when President Trump starts, and I'm just calling a spade. I'm independent, right? I don't have to be described to any party. I'm gonna vote on policy for what's me and mine, right?
Right.
Go
I'm
look and see what
independent.
he said about fake news and how podcasts skyrocketed. Go look that up.
Wow. I will.
Look
Yep.
at, go look it
But
up. Fox News and all them going to podcasts now. Your local news, you'll see them on social media making like social media type video because they losing all their ratings.
Right, that's because of grassroots
See, there you go. You
podcasts
took
like
the
Urban
word.
Matters BMGTV.
I'll end on that.
yes,
You took the
sir.
words out my mouth.
We're giving
Yes, sir.
people some alternative information, and it's making people say, you know what, hold up, you know, I might need to go back and recheck this and research this and, you know, do my own research because I got to do what's best for my community, what's best for my household, what's best for my family. And you're absolutely right. I own that. And that's you're absolutely right. Yeah, because I mean, you got like small networks like this getting way more views than your major fake news networks. You're absolutely
Your
right.
news networks. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
so you know, so that makes and that's good and that's good and that's bad all at the same time.
Yeah.
Because what happens is, you know, of course, the algorithm point out these people, and then these people are approached, and I don't know the numbers on it, but I will say I believe that a large majority of the people, they bend to the handlers that want them to say this a little more or say that a little more or lean this way a little more.
Yep.
Because I notice like people, you know, people as they grow, you know, I've been around long enough to notice some of these people as they grow and how they change when they get bigger and how they message begin to change. And so, and I always say to myself, I say, yeah, see, they've been tainted. That, you know, they fell for the okie doke. So, and the good thing about it is that now we have, but see, that's the same thing the media went through. Now we have honest media. We have more people out there giving factual information that people can follow. And then as they grow and get a bigger following, now it's up to that group or that person to stay in their box with good factual news, where some of them, like your CNNs and these big news places, they have to go where their owners say go. And so they just offer individuals money so those individuals can go in the direction that the money want them to go or the lobbyists want them to go. So that's why we have to check behind people, because they play games and we have to keep our eyes open for those games and listen to these people and listen to them long and strong.
Yep. Well, listen to this right here, bro, Mark. These the type of ops that they putting out there on us, man. And I want everybody to listen to this, man. And we've been giving this guy right here this work for a minute now. But he'll try to come out like he us 1 minute. He'll try to say, oh, I be talking up for y'all and I be looking out for y'all. But then the whole time, he'll op working on the communist side of things.
Playing.
This is him talking. Let me go back a little bit. He's talking about David Oyelowo apologizing and black people not having the right perspective. Listen to this excuse right here, and we're gonna break this excuse down. All right.
And that shit. Look at her now. Now she wants to jump on David Oyelowo because she don't have fucking nothing else to talk about. So she gonna jump on my podcast, which is a dope ass podcast. And by the way, David Oyelowo has apologized, but British black people do not have a perspective of American blacks. Get it. But the fact is that these mistakes need to happen. So we can't.
He says so. He's talking about David Oyelowo. For those of you who don't know, David Oyelowo went on his podcast and he talked about a black Southern accent. And he said a black Southern accent, he said you take a Nigerian accent and you slow it down and you put oppression and subservience on it. And as all of the black people who seen that, we were like, To Godfrey's credit, Godfrey did not say that. And I sometimes know, as a host of a podcast, sometimes things go over your head, or sometimes I've been in this situation, not on this podcast, not on mine, but on the other one I used to do with a group of people. Sometimes when you're on a group podcast, you can hear some stuff that's foul, but you be like, oh shit, do I say something? You don't know who booked that person. Maybe if a certain person booked that guest, you know, and you're on a podcast. This podcast isn't necessarily, it's his podcast, but there's sponsors and corporations and other things going on. So I want to give Godfrey somewhat of a pass in the slightest way when sometimes you don't know how to respond. I'm going to acknowledge that, Godfrey. I'm going to acknowledge that, okay, maybe you're in a situation. I'm going to acknowledge that. I can't necessarily say give you a pass because
I'm gonna fast forward. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
Pass ain't mine to give. I can't give a pass to Black America. Black America was rightly offended. But as a content creator, I do understand the pickle that can put you in sometimes. So I will acknowledge to you, Godfrey, that hey, it could have been a pickle, and I'll acknowledge it as a content creator. I'll give you that grace. Now, as far as how my chat room and everybody else on that shit, to the foundation.
Crenshaw.
Hold on. There's no such thing as growing up in Crenshaw. Violation. Let me play it again. So this is where it's best to learn.
Listen to him.
Cultures have nuances. There are cultural nuances. And that's a major nuance for us as Black Americans. I found out recently, not recently, I've been knowing recently, but my videos, they tend to get to people. My videos tend to get to people. Is Godfrey. Let's keep going.
Akbar grew up in Crenshaw.
Hold on. There's no such thing as growing up in Crenshaw. Violation. Let me play it again.
That because you all sit there and try to pick at the smallest shit, waiting for us to fuck up. First of all, me and Akbar grew up in Crenshaw. All right, I grew up in.
There's no such thing as in Crenshaw. You either grew up in the Crenshaw district, you grew up around Crenshaw. I grew up in the Crenshaw district. Me and Akbar, a black Chevy Tahoe.
So we're just trying to show you, man, how Godfrey and a lot of these people come out and mimic us, and they want to try to act like us, and they want to try to speak for us. They want to try to respond for us, and they want to try to act like they part of the culture. Let me see if I can get some more of the clip right here.
Because you think that you can marry black, the record industry didn't move to LA until 1965. That teaches them.
Okay, he went to talking a little bit right here. So we gonna continue on Godfrey. We gonna circle back around on him, y'all. So we gonna circle back on Godfrey. But y'all know about Trick Daddy. He came out and trashed Indy.Irie. So that's what the whole thing was about today. But y'all go ahead, carry on. Let's continue this conversation, what we were having, and we're gonna wrap things up here in a minute. I was just outside just now. Y'all forgive me. I had stepped away from the platform for a little bit, and y'all go ahead and finish your statements right there, Brother Mark. And again, Brother Mark, our thoughts and prayers go out to your family, and I hope everything is going okay. And I told you, if you need anything, make sure you don't hesitate to get in touch with me.
I appreciate you. And I appreciate you again. Because, brother, if you ain't nothing, you real. I appreciate that. I tell you what, I have, me and Brother Dry Bones, if nothing else, we are patriots. Because this country, we have to love it, because it's where our people set their roots. We have to love it, and we gotta love it enough to fight for it. We gotta love it enough to die for it. Why? Because that's where my grandbabies are setting their roots. And I'm gonna do what I have to wake as many up, so we can smooth the path out for them and give them some understanding. That's a whole new ball game when you got grandbabies out there,
Yes, sir.
you know, and you have to look past today and try to, or should I say today, you have to listen to people and understand where these decisions they're making are taking us for the long term. We can't look at it for the short term. We got to look at it for the long term so we can make the best decisions for those ones that we love that are here now and that's not here yet. Because I'm sorry, I know it was a lot of shenanigans going on. I can't change that. But what I can be a change about is what I'm doing today and what I'm doing while I'm on this earth. So I got to make a footprint. I got to make the change where I can in order to help those that come behind me. And if we all look at it like that, then I think that'll help us a little more. And if you want to take off and go to Botswana or somewhere, have at it. But I'm going to be right here, stomping the ground, me and Brother Juice, Sister Cher, Brother Shaq. We're going to be on this thing, trying to make things happen. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate all of you.
Absolutely. 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 Brother Shaq, you want to give us some closing statements, bruh? Are you still with us? Bro Shaq, 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Okay. Bro Shaq done stepped off on us. Sister Cher, give us some closing statements.
Well, I want to play this video, and if that's okay, then I can give my closing statement.
Yes, ma'am.
This is just in connection to what President Trump was talking about communism.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on, let me.
Come on, get in. Oh. Here you go. All right.
You gotta set the box on.
Nelly.
The box.
Oh, that's Brother Mark. Mute him. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
I'm. All right.
He got his grandkids. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, sister.
Okay.
We need to be here as Muslims. We need to be involved in all aspects of the society.
We're building something bigger than an organization. We're building a force, a wave of people who believe in the prophetic principles are our way forward.
But to build a new vision of what it means as humans to live with one another in dignity and to confront the injustices around us.
FPA is here to answer people's demands, organizing in our neighborhoods, our masjids, our cities to make faith a driving force for change.
It's time to transform our faith into action. It's time to finally fulfill our mandate to be a force of good and of positive contribution in the society. This is why we've built the Faith Power Alliance. It's a movement rooted in faith, but also power. Mission.
Now,
Hit
did
play
you
again,
hear what
sister.
he?
They keep
Okay.
your internet. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, we heard them.
Wait a minute.
They keep
I
lagging
don't
your
know.
internet.
Okay, hold on.
We need to be here as Muslims. We need to be here as Muslims. We need to be involved in all aspects of the society.
We're building something bigger than an organization. We're building a force, a wave of people who believe in the prophetic principles are our way forward.
But to build a new vision of what it means as humans to live with one another in dignity and to confront the injustices around us.
FPA is here to answer people's demands, organizing in our neighborhoods, our masjids, our cities to make faith a driving force for change.
It's time to transform our faith into action. It's time to finally fulfill our mandate to be a force of good and of positive contribution in the society. This is why we've built the Faith Power Alliance. It's a movement rooted in faith, but also powered by the people.
We have to recognize that politics is a tool that we can use to help to ensure the longevity and the productivity and the human rights of the Muslims, not only in this society, but in the rest of the world.
The mission.
Now, did you hear that?
So using politics as a
That's
tool.
not communism. That's not communism. See, they come in nice.
Through religion, yes.
We FPA. We FBA, but they FPA.
And they ain't even trying to hide it. But that's the thing, like what they just did. They had a black dude speaking. They had a brown person.
Correct. This white dude here.
That's my problem with them.
At the end.
Yeah, they got white dudes, brown dudes, they got black dudes. And so I have to always point out the fact that a lot of us fall for that Jedi mind trick as people that look like me. I'm speaking for people that look like me now. And I got a cousin, and she's LGBT community. She's from the rainbow community. And so politically, and like you say, through communism, she pushes ideas and agendas for the Democrat Party and she pushes them in the name of the rainbow community, the Rainbow Skittles Bright community. And you'll find yourself pushing that so much to where you'll lose your identity as us. And I keep pointing that out to her. I can't benefit from Rainbow Skittles Brights agendas and laws and legislations. My grandkids can't benefit from that as of now because we're not of that community. So us fighting for those policies locally in the name of being Democrat first, which that's what you're doing. You're practicing communism is Democrat first. You're not pushing a be first, a black first agenda. And so that agenda that you're pushing, it directly undermines my community, my family, my loved ones, and my identity in America. You see what I'm saying? I didn't hear none of them people say nothing about being in America, being happy to be here. I didn't hear them recognize anything about being American. I didn't hear not one of them people say that out their mouth just now in that infomercial you just showed me.
And that's what President Trump said. We don't mind that you here. Right?
Right.
We don't mind that you here, but assimilate and give, back. But don't come pushing your ideology on us. You saw at the end, he said political. I just told you these people get in office. I paid.
Right.
Remember the Raja Paul lady crying because the TPS people, Haitians, got to go back? See, she's a foreigner. She has no allegiance to American, but she told the mothers, the angel moms who kids that was murdered by illegals, this Raja Paul lady, foreigner, told her she was tired of hearing them coming to Congress talking about their kids murdered by illegals through the sanctuary cities. These people are adversaries to our country. But they want you to focus on Trump. They want you to focus on the white man. We getting hit by the white man. We getting hit by these damn Muslims and illegal immigrants. We getting hit every which way. And our ancestors are telling us, wake up, fight, do something. I done shed my blood, sweat, tears, and labor and fight wars for you just to sit back and let some people take over your land. That should be the question. So you can listen to everybody online, social media. What impact do you really make? If you lay down and die today, what are people going to say to you about at your funeral? What are they going to say about you? And matter of fact, just for the record, all this communism, socialism stuff Mandani doing, how is socialism working out for you? I don't see none of the Democrats talking about the 23% cuts in Social Security. I don't hear the Democrats talking about Medicare, Medicaid cuts coming ahead. But then all the fraud you see is foreigners who's frauded this country for our benefits and taxpayer dollars.
Mm.
Y'all didn't come over here and get upset when they let 21 million illegals over here. But y'all want to throw y'all body out here for it. Well, I'm not saying all of us, but these Democrats. They're taking federal case charges for illegals. They're trying to throw bombs at ICE detention centers. Which Obama created those detention centers, by the way, him and Joe under Joe Biden. Look.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They keep freezing you up, Sister Chef. I don't know why they keep doing that.
Yeah.
Yep, they keep freezing you up. Yeah, now you're back. It's like you freeze up like every 3 minutes. They'll give you 3 minutes of flow and then.
And they freeze. No, I just want somebody to go visit a third world country. Go visit a third world country.
Well, listen, this was a great conversation we had today. We had some disagreements, but that's what good dialogue will bring. We have intelligent mindsets here. So all of us are not going to, all of us are not going to agree all the time, but that does not mean that we got to give up on what we have in common. And what we have in common is that, like Brother Shaq say, we are American blacks, and we are indigenous to this land. We are the founders of this land, and we're gonna keep standing on business here, especially at Urban Matters BMGTV. I want to say happy 250th plus anniversary to all of the indigenous foundational Black Americans. I want to say that first before any other American. I say that. And I don't mean that I'm leaving any other American out, but it's just that, hey, we were first. We were here first. We established America. Without us, there would be no America. And we got to start showing reverence of that on the 4th of July. And that's just what it is, man. Y'all don't know, if y'all haven't figured out yet, Urban Matters BMGTV, we unapologetic when we speak. We speak with volume. Our mission is simple. We want to just tell the truth, without asking for permission. And we want to amplify our voices here first. That's why we're not with the institution that want to try to manage what we say. We're not with those outdated scripts, that try to shape our political future, our political power as foundational Black Americans. We refuse to be handled. We refuse to be subjugated anymore. Like Brother Shaq, no more tricking us, no more duping us. We're not going to be bamboozled into any other. And y'all already know, man, it's what we say it is. Y'all know when we get behind a movement, y'all already know we are the vibe. We are the culture in America. Everybody wants to mimic us. Even white folks want to be us. Why they put on suntan lotion all the time? Because they trying to tan that skin up so they can get that complexion that we have. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, this was a great show. Great topic. Y'all tune in tomorrow.
You hear me, Brother Juice?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Y'all do it on my phone.
Okay. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow.
No, okay. I want to say my closing statement. But...
Go ahead. Say your closing statement. I'm just closing mine out. And y'all tune in.
I'm just saying at the end of the day, John F. Kennedy once said, don't ask what your country can do for you. What can you do for your country? Mm-hmm. And that goes back to why, again, we all made America great. I'm talking about us indigenous Americans.
Right.
Even the white people, whatever. That's right. Why America is the way it is. But I would oblige everybody.
Right.
And like I told my son today, I say, don't ever get out of reality. Don't ever get out of reality. See, social media keep you in a matrix. See, it's the red pill, it's the blue pill. If you're going to take the red pill and you won't change, you're going to be comfortable with the blue pill. You can't keep taking the blue pill They cutting your food stamps, your welfare, your benefits. See how communism and socialism doesn't work?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't be on the government titty forever. And that's where we at.
Absolutely. Can't do it.
You can't do it. So it's no more of that. So you can be mad at this person, that person. Like I used to tell people, you're mad and upset, but did you tell your politician? Did you speak to your Congress House representative? Your senator?
Yep.
The government, okay.
And that's what independence is about. We're talking about today, Independence
Day. Be a
Day.
free thinker.
Right. Absolutely. Hey man, I love y'all fire. I don't know why y'all. I love when y'all bring that hot fire, man. Y'all don't know, boy. I be over here just, oh man, I be so excited when y'all get, sometimes emotions is needed, but you got to learn how to control them. And I love that fire because we want to speak truth to power. And that's what we're doing over here at Urban Matters BMGTV.
With facts. Not opinions and feelings, facts.
Yep. And so, hey man, it's been a great day. I had a great day today. I don't know about y'all. I had the grandkids over earlier. They really give me a clear picture. They give me clarity on why I get up every day and I fight so hard for like I said, independence. I fight for a better way. I fight for growth in this country because, listen, I've taken all the L's I'm going to take. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. I've took too many L's. I refuse to take any more L's. I'm like Nipsey Hussle. I'm taking my victory tour, my victory lap. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we at right now, man. And I'm all about business. I'm trying to grow my business. I'm trying to grow my understanding, my knowledge, my skills. And every day I wake up and my feet hit the ground, I'm trying to learn some shit, I'm trying to do something different. I cannot remain the same. So listen, I love all y'all. Happy 250th plus anniversary. Thank you for joining us, Sister Shell. Brother Shaq, salute to you. Brother Mark, salute. We're giving our thoughts and prayers out to the Evans family. And I got to catch up with them. Hopefully I can catch up with them tomorrow and come through and show some love, man. And that's what we're about over here at Urban Matters BMG. We're all about love, respect, and power. And yeah, man, we coming to get our check. We coming to get our check, Trump. Might as well get that shit ready. We coming to get that check.